What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 29 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. There's someone in North Carolina. Everyone's loving this woman, apparently. Like the video. You can check her video on the BJ and Migs page at KISW.com. And that's because in this video, she's rattling off all of the free stuff she got from stores and restaurants on her birthday.
I love this woman already. I haven't even heard the audio.
Yeah, man. This is fantastic.
I was determined this year to get everything for my birthday. But you know how you sign up for stuff. I went to Nothing But Cake and got my little free cake, my confetti cake. I love confetti cake. I went to Krispy Kreme and got my free dozen donuts. I went to Kohl's and used my $5 Happy Birthday Kohl's cash and got those super cute earrings. I went to Slim Chickens and got my free jar dessert. Ooh, I got another confetti cake from Publix. Went to Jersey Mike's and got a regular sub for free. And I went and got a free 20-ounce smoothie from Smoothie King.
Damn.
What the hell?
I didn't know you could get all this cool stuff. I mean, you probably have to sign up for all their apps and stuff, but...
Yeah, and then into your birth date.
That is... she scored.
Mm-hmm. I recently started doing this, and I don't know if I'm ever going to actually take it up, because I always, you do it, and then on, in October, my birthday, I'll get all the emails saying, hey, happy birthday, here's the freebies.
Sure.
So I started just putting random days as my birthdays.
Oh.
So that way, hopefully over the next year, I'll start getting random free stuff on days that aren't even my birthday, but I can just kind of enjoy it.
That way you don't have to run around on one day.
Unless they ask to see your ID to verify.
I don't know if Krispy Kreme's going to be like, sir, we need to see your ID to prove this. I think showing an email that says, hey, I just got my birthday thing is probably enough.
That's fair. I have been to some rrestaurants that do verify, though.
Oh, crap.
I don't know about... I agree. Krispy Kreme for a free donut? Probably not.
If I worked at that Krispy Kreme, I'd be asking for your ID. Because that's how I roll.
But you're the guy who wants people to fulfill your coupons that are 3 years old.
Yeah. That's right. But you know what? When I'm working at the place, no birthdays. No.
It's about time
no birthday scammers.
You join the dark side and just say, like me, you're a hypocrite.
Wow.
There's a lot of like those deal kind of things out there, and there's just too much effort. My ex-wife was super into like the whole couponing world, where she goes and gets like 15 hairsprays for like 10 cents and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't have the patience.
Yeah,
to do that.
It's time and money. You are saving money, but you are spending time couponing.
Yeah. And it's the same with this kind of thing. Like you get it, and I see them in my email, and I'm like, I should go get my free whatever, and I just never do.
See, this is why Steve's a genius.
Thank you.
Spread it out over a bunch of different days. Then you only have to go one stop. Like, he goes to Dick's and he says, hi, it's my birthday, gets a hamburger. Then, a couple days later goes to Burger King.
Or the other Dick's and say, I've got a $5 off for sporting goods.
Oh.
I want all the Dick's in October.
You're going to get all the Dicks you want. Hey, look who you work with.
Yes. And that's year round.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that?
But that'd be great, like, to be able to just, it's overwhelming. Otherwise, you're like, oh, I got all this crap. Although, good on her for actually making a day out of it. I would take a day off from work. Be like, it's my birthday, and like, you need a day off for your birthday? Yes, I'm going to redeem everything that I get for free.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
That's what the personal day is for. You get it. I mean, I think the personal day is you get the day off of work and you get all that free stuff. Good for her. I love it. I did not know you could get a free dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme. That to me is an amazing deal.
That's funny. That's the thing that stood out to you. I was like, ooh,
definitely.
The Nothing Bun Cakes. I want a free one of those. And I agree with her. The confetti is one of the better flavors.
Nothing Bun Cake is fantastic. And there's I just got a coupon for one of those. So
are you going to redeem it?
Oh, definitely.
Hopefully before it expires?
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. You're right. You're right. I have a lot of coupons that expire. I do. And, I get what they're trying to do. I have to live in the world they live in. But, yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
How dare they want you to get the things that they say can be gotten during that time frame?
You know who was a fantastic birthday program? Duke's Chowder House.
What do they do?
They send you a free entree for your birthday.
How have I not signed up for this? I love Duke's.
Every year in December. It's one of my favorite things of
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, free. You said a whole entree they give you?
And they have
there a
options.
catch?
No. I mean, there's options that you have to pick from, but it's like fish and chips.
Of course, it's a catch. It's Duke's fresh catch of the day.
As soon as I said, "Is there a catch?" I was like, "Here we go." No, I was like, "Do you have to buy another entree in order to get that entree for free?"
Nope.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Unless you go by yourself, you're going to buy another entree for somebody.
It's true.
No, I'm not. They're going to buy their own entree. It's my damn birthday.
Hey, Duke's doesn't care who buys that entree.
Right. Like, it's my birthday. I'm not treating you to a meal.
Yeah, as far as I remember, it's a free entree, and you can just go get whatever. Now, granted, if you want to add on it, like you get fish and chips, or we can get whatever. But I always add on a bowl of clam chowder and a drink. So of course, I'm spending some money.
I still think now Duke's is definitely good for that.
Yeah.
I mean, Duke's, but like I said, unless you go by yourself, you're probably going to spend more money at Duke's than just the entree.
True.
I think Krispy Kreme's the one that gives the best deal because you're getting a whole dozen donuts. You can feed a couple people with that. Whereas,
you're not going to eat them all yourself?
No, I've given those days up, Dan. Well, I mean, over the course of 2 days, maybe.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I'll probably give some to my friends.
Yeah, 6 one day, 6 the other day.
But it's the little mini bundt cake that Nothing Bundt Cake gives you. If you saw it in the video, and you can see the video of all the cool stuff this woman got for her birthday on the BJ and Migs page. But it's the little bundt cake. Like they have the good sized bundt cakes at Nothing Bundt Cake, and then they get the little minis. Yeah. And so they give you the free mini. That's just that's an appetizer.
I mean, that's not even you're not even eating anything at that point.
Yeah. That's why
doesn't count.
Krispy Kreme.
It's like negative calories.
Yeah, but a full dozen from Krispy Kreme, that's a great deal for your birthday. All right, so Krispy Kreme wins, but Duke's comes in a real close second.
Is it any entree?
No. Yeah, they have a list.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm getting that stuffed halibut, but I was like, that's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
It says choose from 5 of our most popular entrees for birthday or dinner.
My most popular, no disrespect, Dukes, but are we the most economical?
Oh, look at this. See, Krispy Kreme now definitely wins.
Now.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they have some pretty expensive things that might be popular.
That's fair.
I wouldn't put that on the menu. I'd be like, oh, no, our most popular is the salad and the bread.
And the bread. That's free.
Now that you bring it up, Steve, because Krispy Kreme also has, they've got some voodoo style donuts now that they're serving. It's probably the Krispy Kreme glaze.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I love those.
You're not getting more than that.
I take those in a heartbeat anyway because I love those, but... Oh, yeah, all right. Now I'm starting. You know what? Forget it. I'm not signing up.
We've become those guys. Free is not good enough. It's not
good
free
enough for us.
Just give us the whole restaurant.
Where's the stuffed halibuts, Dukes? Come on.
We're the listener that wins a free pair of tickets and then comes back to us and says, why aren't these floor seats?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sorry those free tickets weren't free enough for you.
Now we know what that is. That's karma every year to us.
Yeah, we've become that person.
Yeah, we have. Or have we always been that person?
Yes. We have always been that person.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. Hey, this is a story Steve's going to tell you about the world's dumbest eagle. Yes, the world's dumbest eagle is in the news. I don't even know what that means. I'm sure Steve is going to tell us.
I don't even know what that means, BJ.
He's got the Migs report at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Give dads and grads the gift of relaxation with Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Dads and Grads Season Ticket to Relax offers $30 off a massage or facial gift card or $70 off a massage and facial gift package. With 8 Seattle area locations, it's easy to find the one nearest you or explore exclusive online gift card sales. Let Hand and Stone help dads and grads restore, relax, and reset. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. And today, whether it's tater tots or just getting tatered, it's National Tater Day.
Oh.
I like taters.
I mean, I don't hate them.
How about proms? You guys like proms? It's National Prom Day.
No.
Oh, I like prawns.
Prawns.
Yeah, prawns.
Yes, okay. And for our friends in France, it's National, or I guess, would it be International Eiffel Tower Day?
Oh.
It'd be funny if it's National Eiffel Tower Day.
Sorry, my mind went somewhere.
It's a different type of...
I'm sorry.
I mean, you can celebrate that way. You can do the London Bridge, but it's not London Bridge Day. So I guess you got to stick with the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Does Vegas count?
I was about to say, go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Or just go to a restaurant that serves French fries. I don't know.
Escargot.
Hey, I am all for a restaurant that serves French fries or tater tots.
Yeah.
But hey, I want to give a quick shout out to somebody that we met over at the Kraken game last night because they said that they listened during this time period. So I wanted to make sure I give the shout out to them. I'm sure we'll talk more about our experience at the Kraken game later on because it was a phenomenal experience. But shout out to Mark Z and Ashley. Mark Z, big listener. Him and his lady, Ashley.
Thanks, Mark.
Stopped by and said hi, and so I just wanted to make sure I give them some love because they were good people.
I don't know if you're going to give him some love. Just say hi to the guy. I mean, maybe if you meet him, get to know him a little better before you give him some love.
Well, when you say like that, I don't know why there was a rim shot needed.
Well, that was somewhat of a joke. I probably should have given you this. That would have been better.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Give him some love.
I'm just showing some love as in friendly.
Yeah.
Platonic,
yeah. I didn't know it was platonic. I don't know I really don't know your intentions with Mark.
Oh yeah, I just put him up against the wall, BJ, and showed him what's up. That's the kind of love I'm talking about.
That's how we do it in hockey.
They call it the living wall for nothing.
I body checked him right into that living wall and said, "I love you, brother."
That's Kraken hockey, baby.
And John Forslund was there.
Yeah.
It was bonkers. Everett Fitzhugh was there. He's like, "Who's at the door?" Ding dong, it sprung. And I'm like, "What the hell is happening?"
Wow, this is a party all of a sudden. Now I know why Mark wants to make sure you say hi to him.
He does say that.
I had no idea the blast you all had last night.
On the way home, I was listening to the postgame, so they played the clip of Sprung's goal. And it's like, he scores, and it's like, who's at the door? Ding dong, it's Sprung. I'm like, that is amazing.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a call.
I got to see if I can find the audio of that.
Oh, John Forslund's the man.
No, that's Everett Fitzhugh.
Oh, Everett Fitzhugh's the guy that did that. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's a real good call.
All right, let's talk about this eagle. That might be, as I said, the dumbest eagle. I don't know what the kind of IQ test they do for eagles, but I got to imagine that if they did an IQ test, this eagle would not score very high because there's an eagle in Missouri that's getting some notoriety because, it believes a rock is an egg and it's been incubating it.
Oh, that's horrible, Mr. Eagle.
Yeah, I don't know if this eagle's going to understand at some point this rock is never going to hatch. And it's just a rock. It's not an egg. Well, anyways, here's Dawn Grifford, who's the CEO of the World Bird Sanctuary. I'm very mad she beat me for that title. But here she is talking about this bird, or this eagle, Murphy, and its rock obsession.
He's very protective of the rock, and he just seems very content with his rock. He might sit there for a little bit longer just to, because it hasn't hatched. I don't think anybody has to tell him. I think he'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, even if you tell him, he's not going to understand. It's not like, Murphy, that's not an egg. You think all the other birds are looking at Murphy and like, Murphy's special.
It's an emotional support rock.
Hey, Murphy.
Wow, that's wild.
That rock's not going to hatch, you idiot.
How does he... I mean, I feel like you would be able to just know. Wow, it's wild that bird doesn't know if that's what he thinks it is. It's an egg, that it doesn't know it's not an egg.
That's why I think it's the dumbest eagle on the planet.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on this.
I mean, Eagle, he would be very, very annoyed by this. Yeah.
According to Facebook, he doesn't want anything else, like no real eggs or anything. He just wants his rock.
Oh, well,
so I'm assuming they gave him real eggs.
Rock then.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's like his little stuffed animal friend.
Maybe he's just he's pulling a prank on all of us.
Oh, yeah, we're getting close to April Fools.
Think that I think this is an egg.
That's right. I mean, tomorrow's the day, right? Tomorrow's April Fool's, so
yep,
he's probably doing it to us.
I think he's trying to get something out of it. There was a story about this like female panda who was pretending to be pregnant, like doing all the symptoms and stuff just to get more food. And then they figured out that she wasn't actually pregnant. So these animals are smarter than we think.
Panda. Oh, yeah. I just recently saw the seal show at the aquarium. The sea lions and the sea
seal
otters.
show? Is that like a donkey show?
I was thinking the singer.
Wow. Okay.
Never gonna survive.
Okay, you know what? I'm done talking to both of you.
Do a seal
I feel
show.
like I'd rather talk to the rock eagle at this point.
All right, fine. How about, you know what? If you want, I got somebody that can call you and talk to you all you want. This guy in Maryland, he's going to prison because, well, he likes calling people, specifically his ex. Specifically 815 times in 2 days.
Oh, that is a lot of phone calls.
815 calls in a 48-hour period. So if you did the math, that's 17 times an hour, or once every 3.5 minutes, he was calling his ex. Shockingly, she wasn't answering his calls. He also sent her thousands of texts and Facebook messages over a couple of months and was using social media posts to call her out in an attempt to embarrass her. But I think if anyone's being embarrassed, it's this guy. When they realize, dude, maybe you should get the hint and move on and try and find somebody else to be with.
I feel like this guy's got a lot more going on in his head that needs to be looked at.
Well, fortunately, he can move on and be with somebody else because it's looking like he could face up to 5 years in prison.
Yeah, I hope when he's in prison that really what they do is focus on that they probably should get him some mental health help.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's...
Or at least take his phone away from him.
I mean, how do you not know that you have an issue when you're doing, what you say, 800 what?
815 times in 2 days. So once every 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, how do you, I mean, there's no excuse for doing that much phone business at all in life. I don't even think traveling like a salesperson, who would be making that many calls in that amount of time?
Do you think he left any voicemails? And if he did, I would like what were like those last batch of voicemails?
Yeah.
I know you haven't answered my call. I've tried 600 times. You're still not answering.
Stephanie! That would probably be the one of the last calls, just him just screaming her name.
Last night, what a night for Seattle sports. Let's start off with the home opener. The Mariners at home, T-Mobile Park, taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And boy, oh boy, was that a pitching duel. And man, oh man, is Luis Castillo looking pretty awesome. 6 innings pitched. He only gave up 1 hit. He had 6 strikeouts. He looked phenomenal. He had, I don't know, did you see the one pitch that he threw where he like struck out the dude and he just kind of like landed like in like a perfect pose?
Yes.
It was like the smoothest thing ever, man. He just throws a great pitch and his footwork was incredible. He does like a full spin around and lands on his knee, and he's just like, I'm a thinking man.
Yeah, he does like a Captain Morgan almost.
It was so great.
Yeah.
I was like, they got to turn that into like a T-shirt. I'm sure Simply Seattle's already making it.
Probably. Yeah. I would buy that T-shirt of that pose right there with him like almost looking like the captain.
He is the man. It goes into the 8th inning.
Dude, he is really something.
You know baseball better than any of us, so I know we have the pitch clock, which, holy smokes, did that work out?
Yeah.
2 hours, 15 minutes the game was. Which
it was awesome.
That was insane. It went so fast. So J.P. Crawford gets on base in the 8th inning because he benefited from a pitch clock violation.
Yes, sir.
So what... So if it hits the desired time, like what was it, 30 seconds?
I think it's 15 seconds without people on base, 20 if there is somebody on base. If the pitcher doesn't throw the ball by the time that clock expires, they call a ball for the batter. And,
okay.
Yeah, and yesterday, Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox was called out on strikes because he wasn't in the batter's box by 8 seconds, and he had 2 strikes on him. And umpire just rung him up.
Wow.
So we saw J.P. Crawford get on base because he had 3 balls on him. We saw on the Red Sox a dude get called out on strikes because he didn't do his job.
Because I was like, if they violate the clock, does it mean he just automatically gets a walk? But that makes way more sense.
Yeah, you just get a ball or a strike depending upon...
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's boy, dude, it was the conversation about that called strike, though. They go, what if it was bases loaded, World Series... 3-2 count, and then the guy gets called out for that.
Get your ass to that batter's box quicker.
Yeah, man.
That's the whole point. Well, anyway, so you got Crawford's on base. 2 guys are on base. 8th inning. Ty France at bat, and this happens.
Ty to right field, chasing Brennan back. Looking up. It's gone. Ty France gives the Mariners a 3-0 lead. Yes, indeed. Ty France doing Ty France things, going the opposite way. Big time.
So Ty fans drove in J.P. Crawford and Ric Flair, apparently, for the win. What a game, man.
It was a great game.
Mariners win 3-0. It was great because we were fortunate enough to be in a suite for the Kraken game, and they had the Mariners game on, so we could go back and forth and just keep tabs on it. And, man, we were all rocking. So was Climate Pledge when they saw that Ty France hit that home run. It was a pretty awesome moment. The Mariners got their first win, undefeated. The wins continue tonight, hopefully, as Robbie Ray's on the mound.
Yeah, and arguably Robbie Ray's like our fourth best pitcher.
Which is funny because he's 2 years removed from being a Cy Young award-winning pitcher.
I know, which that tells you something about this pitching staff. If that's your fourth best pitcher, you're not doing too bad.
Oh, man, that was awesome, though, to see the Mariners to win the game. And then after the game, Luis Castillo was being interviewed. Now, he does not speak English, or at least not that well, so he has an interpreter with him who can speak Spanish. And there was a very interesting reporter there. So as he's doing the interview, they go to one of the reporters who's wearing like a jersey, like a basketball jersey, just showing off his arms, and he's all flexing and stuff. And it turns out that's not a reporter for any Seattle news outlet. It's Mariner player Ty France that decided to ask him a question during the press conference. And this is so great. Not only is the question great, but the answer is awesome as well.
Luis on the end over here. Ty France, Seattle Mariners. Is it hard being that handsome?
¿Es tan difícil ser tan guapo? Lo que recuerdo es que cuando estaba en la reunión en el Montículo, él me dice, tú recuerdas que Ty France, no, el catcher, Carl Riley, es bastante feo, ¿no, verdad? Sí, yo lo sé. He's like, what I remember is when we were having our little meeting in the Mount, and he told me, he's like, do you know Cal Riley's a little ugly, right? And he's like, yeah, I know.
Wait, so Ty France was at the pitcher's mound, and it's just like, Cal Riley's kind of ugly?
Oh, that's awesome.
What's it like being so beautiful?
That is so awesome.
Can Ty France do all the interviews after games?
I think that's what we need. He's the hero we need.
And can he wear a sleeveless shirt while he does it? It's just so great.
Oh, man.
Hats on backwards, sleeveless shirt. He's in full bro mode.
Dude, there's just a vibe. There is just like, I don't know.
The Electric Factory, baby.
Yeah, man. I mean, and what a great way to start the season. They look really good.
Yeah.
They didn't get a lot of hits, but you know what? Yeah, the Guardians pitcher's not a bad pitcher either. Was
that Bieber?
Yeah, he's a good pitcher. But boy, oh man, I'm a believer, man. I'm a believer.
Well, don't be a believer. Be a believer, man. We don't give a crap about Bieber, both the singer or the pitcher.
That's a good point. All right, I got to be a believer.
So that game's going on. Big win for the Mariners, and then a huge win for the Seattle Kraken as well, as they beat the Anaheim Ducks 4-1. Score doesn't really show you how close that game was. I mean, the Kraken go up 2-0 quick. Paneer's got a goal. That was awesome. But then the Ducks, they scored the third goal, and thankfully your theory was wrong.
I was happy about that.
It was 2-1. And it was getting you're starting to get like, man, this goalie's stopping everything. He's playing great. You start getting nervous in that third period. Thankfully, Jones, he had a couple clutch saves, and then a big goal was scored. I think it was by Sprong to make it 3-1. Then the empty netter, making it 4-1. So that was pretty awesome. And man, we had an incredible experience. I know we'll probably talk more about the full experience later on, but big shout out to Rob Kaufman and the good people that run Tacoma Twin Ranks, Kaufman family. They're awesome people, and we got to meet a few of them that were there. It's Brandon, his wife, and they put us up in the suite, and they did it up real nice, man. It was the best experience I've had at a Kraken game, without a doubt. Yep. They spoiled it. I don't know if I could ever go back, man. BJ, I know you make millions. Can you buy us a suite?
Nah, sorry, buddy. I got tapped out because of the wedding. Sorry about that.
Damn it.
It is the sweet life.
Sarah.
I know you would get spoiled. The sweet life is pretty sweet.
Yeah. It was next level.
I never want to go back to a regular Kraken game.
Food, the experience. Shout out to Tony, the guy that worked the suite for us. He was awesome. Shout out to a listener by the name of Francis. He's a chef there. He found out that I like soft pretzels, so he made me a soft pretzel.
What?
Three of them.
Francis, you're the man.
They were gigantic, BJ.
Oh, you were in heaven.
I'd say I couldn't finish it, but I brought the rest of it home, and on the drive home, I did finish it.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
You gotta eat
that's
things.
A pretzel. That is a pretzel. Look at that.
Oh, Frank the Tank. He used clutch. Yeah. And also clutch.
Oh, man.
Bowie.
Oh, Bowie.
I saw the pictures. Bowie was your buddy.
No, Bowie was not my buddy. Bowie was J-Rub's buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Bowie was trying to steal J-Rubs from Sarah. Bowie kissed J-Rubs.
You know, I saw a picture of somebody getting kissed. I couldn't make out who it was. So it was J-Rubs. Bowie was moving in on Sarah's husband.
Sarah said, we just got married, and Bowie just planted a big-ass kiss on J-Rubs.
Oh, there you go.
Although Bowie did massage my head and gave me a wet willy.
Oh, all right. Well, see, there you go.
I can't complain. It was a great time. And the Kraken, 4-1. They play again tomorrow night, taking on the Los Angeles Kings. So hopefully the winning ways continue.
That would be nice to beat the Kings.
Yes, that's a big game, man. The playoff push is happening.
Yeah, I took a look at this. It's going to take a lot for us to get out of that wild card spot, but we can do it.
It is, but they have a couple games still to play against the Kings. They have a couple games to play against the Knights.
Yeah.
You just never know what could happen. It's playoff hockey, baby.
Playoff hockey, baby.
Kevin Calabro was at the game.
Oh, dude, legendary Sonics announcer.
Oh, man, when he was talking, it just brought back great memories. That voice, he's got the sweetest voice.
He really does.
Outside of, yours.
Oh, thanks, man.
Not really.
Oh.
Calabro's got the pipes.
I can't argue there. I mean, you know what? I mean, if you're going to tell me that I'm second to somebody,
distant second.
That's not bad if it's Kevin Calabro.
Hey, weather, we're going to hit a high of 47 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. Thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Septic, and Mechanical for giving us the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
Yesterday, Steve got this right.
What martial arts legend was also a champion cha-cha dancer?
I'm going to go with Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Nice work. Cha-cha. How about that? Look at you.
Thank you.
I would have had to take a couple of guesses. Probably got to Bruce Lee.
It was either him or Chuck Norris, I felt.
Yeah. What about, I can't remember his name. Jackie Chan. I was thinking of him. Could have been Jackie. Well, either way, you got to beat Migs at 647. Here's the number, 206-803-ROCK. You want to beat Migs? Call that number.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
One of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com.
You diet, you work out, and still there's that one stubborn spot. Hey, it's Jason. I just went after my stubborn fat by doing cool sculpting at Tureen Dermatology, Minnesota's top cool sculpting provider. Dr. Tureen is my dermatologist. We froze my fat, and those fat cells are gone for good. FDA approved. No pain, no downtime. Ranked top doctor 8 years in a row. Trust the experts at Tureen Dermatology. Call today, 651-633-6883, and say goodbye to stubborn fat.
T-Mobile's network can help keep you connected to all your favorite podcasts when you're out and about. Whether you're an early bird looking to dive into a daily news podcast or a night owl who wants to catch up on the latest reality TV drama, T-Mobile will keep you connected on their strong and reliable network. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anyone. So if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's SEEWHY.
A little short on college funds? BECU has your back. Our student loans are fixed rate, and they have no origination fees or prepayment penalties. It's just another way we put BECU members first. Check out our student loans at becu.org/student loans. BECU, power in people. Financing is subject to BECU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria. Not every applicant will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 29 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's our loud local band of the week, Karing. It's our loud and local band of the week, Karing. If you want more info, well, Steve will tell you what's up.
They got an EP they just put out a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Mania. Go check it out. Mania, brother.
And you can get all that info on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. You can also get great local music Sunday nights here at 8 o'clock. 2 hours of great Pacific Northwest music, a show called Loud and Local. What are you going to hear? Bands like Karing.
So far, now it's even better because it's Friday!
Hey, Danny's jumping!
And I'm excited to say that today's questions are a little special.
Oh, really? Special?
Yep.
Like Danny?
Yes. You're going to have to figure out why.
Oh,
why. So it's going to be...
Oh, okay.
It's like one of those weird riddles?
No, they're not riddles.
Okay.
But you will need to think about it.
Oh. You know, we just went to the Kraken game last night. I know. Traffic was red rotten.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of you guys because I went to bed and Sarah and J Rubs were still not home,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched the whole Mariners game, and I was like, these guys are still not home.
Well, the game ends, and I'm like, usually I could bypass Mercer and I get on the freeway another way, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm usually on the freeway within minutes. Like, it's not a big deal. But the way I would get on is where all the Mariners fans are getting on.
Yeah.
And so now I'm in Mariners traffic, which was worse than Kraken traffic because there's more people at the Mariners game.
Yep.
Dude, I didn't get home till around 11.
Nice. The pitch clock screwed you, buddy.
It did, because both games ended at the same damn time.
Same time.
Stupid pitch clock.
And, for people listening out there, 11 o'clock doesn't seem too late, but for us, that's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I know. When your alarm is going off at 3:30 in the morning.
Nope.
Dude, that's a beating.
I woke up. I was like, stupid Mariners traffic.
So, Christopher in Tacoma, you have your work cut out for you because Steve is right on it. Christopher, are you there? Yay!
Yeah, I'm here. Steve, I fell asleep at like 10:30. I also woke up at 3:30.
Yes.
So
you know what's
even.
up. Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, then you get home and you're still fired up about the game, and I'm thinking about Bowie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I usually do right before bed anyway.
Right?
But I couldn't sleep.
Well, we'll see how you guys do on the game then. Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Christopher has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you do only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
According to the band The Proclaimers, what is the total distance they would travel to fall down at your door?
500,000 miles?
No.
1,000 miles.
Yes. Who is credited with completing the first documented 900 skateboarding trick in 1999?
Tony Hawk.
Yes. In the Super Mario Brothers game, Toad famously says, "Thank you, Mario, but our princess is what?"
In another castle.
Correct. What is the term for a baby kangaroo?
It's Joey.
Yes. Craig Kilborn, Jon Stewart, and Trevor Noah have all hosted what show?
Daily Show.
Correct. Former Seattle Seahawks punter John Ryan is married to which comedian?
Sarah Colonna.
Correct. Who was the composer for the movie Nightmare Before Christmas, as well as the lead singer to the band Oingo Boingo?
Pass.
What 2006 reality show was a spin-off of Laguna Beach?
Jersey Shore.
No.
Pass.
The 2005 film, what 2005 film did Angelina Jolie say she fell in love with Brad Pitt during the filming of?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did anybody get it?
Oh, wow. I wasn't even paying attention.
About it, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
All right.
So there's a theme to all of that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, this could be a Vicky theme that's so deep, only Vicky's going to get it. But I'll have to go back again.
Let's re-listen, BG.
All right, pay attention.
I was trying to answer the question. So when you're trying to answer questions, it's hard to think of a theme.
Fair
all right,
enough.
now we'll try again.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
According to the band The Proclaimers, what is the total distance they would travel to fall down at your door?
1,000.
Yes. Who is credited for completing the first documented 900 skateboarding trick in 1999?
Tony Hawk.
Yes. In the Super Mario Brothers game, Toad famously says, "Thank you, Mario, but our princess is what?"
Our princess is dead.
No.
Our princess is sleeping.
No.
Our princess is eating.
No. What is the term for a baby kangaroo?
A Joey.
Yes. Craig Kilborn, Jon Stewart, and Trevor Noah have all hosted what show?
The Daily Show.
Yes. Former Seattle Seahawks punter John Ryan is married to which comedian?
Sarah Colonna.
Correct. Who was the composer for the movie Nightmare Before Christmas, as well as the lead singer to the band Oingo Boingo?
Come on, Steve.
You should know this.
Oingo Boingo.
You've seen this person's name so much. You just don't know.
John Williams.
You'll be so mad at yourself.
Budweiser.
No.
Lee Iacocca.
No.
That's it.
What 2006 reality show was a spin-off of Laguna Beach?
Orange City.
No.
Take me down.
The Hills.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct. Almost, but not quite. 7 to 6. Not a win.
Christopher, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, play Static X for me.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I will. Here you go, buddy. If people are requesting the loser song,
You just lucked out. You had it queued up.
yeah, maybe.
It's like when someone calls in and requests a song, I'm like, yeah, we'll get it on next because we know it's the next song that's being scheduled.
What are you talking about? We play every request we get.
We got one text that says they got the theme. Did anybody else?
Well, I saw the first question was 1,000.
Yeah.
The second
1,000
question,
miles.
okay, the second question had 900 in it. So then I was thinking, then I was thinking the next one would be 800, but then that didn't make sense. That's why I said 8 for a sleeping thing. Yeah, I don't know the theme.
All right, so we have 1,000 miles, Tony Hawk. The Super Mario's is famously said, "Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle."
What?
The term for a baby kangaroo is a Joey.
Is this a Friends thing?
No.
No, it's our names.
We have Ryan Castle, Tony Hawk, Mike Hawk, Miles,
Danny Elfman for The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hills for Thrill Hill, Sarah Colonna, The Daily Show, Baby Kangaroo's Joey. One you did not get to, the film that Angelina Jolie said she fell in love with Brad Pitt during.
Steve is awesome.
No, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
And then I will tell you the last one,
Ted
see if
Smith.
you get it. Mm-hmm. What Office actor played Private First Class Smithson Yudovich in The Inglourious Bastards?
Steve Carell?
No.
Where's the Steve?
It's got to be BJ something, right?
BJ Novak.
That's what it is, yeah. BJ Novak.
I ran out of, I only had 10.
Yeah.
So there's no Vicky or Steve.
What the hell? The game's about answering questions? You don't even
We have another one.
Steve?
We have another one later, so you can, hold your horses.
You're doing another one later? There's going to
be something
theme?
a little different, but yes.
I'm with Steve. Why would you use your everybody on the show for your questions before you go into the men's room?
I've never been more insulted
Steve is
in
on
my
the show.
entire life.
Good.
And you're on this show. You should use your name, too.
No, I wanted to.
We don't need her name in there. She's hosting. It's fine.
You could have used a small wonder question. I mean, that would have got Vicky in there right there.
And that would have made me happy. And I'd be okay with not having me be a question if Vicky, the small wonder robot, was.
And
a
I
part
had
of this.
written questions for us, but I figured I'd save those for something else.
All right.
Okay.
And I wanted a mix. I wanted a mix. I didn't want it to be so obvious.
Check the text. Did anybody get that?
Someone said, good theme, Vicky. I got it. And then they said, the next text said all the hosts' names.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like the Hills? I would not have thought of the Thrill Hill because it's Hills. But you know what? People got it, so I guess it was over my head. But, well, good effort. I'll give you that.
There's a lot of stuff that's over our heads, though. So
it really is. That was over our head, man.
I didn't want to do full-on riddles, and we don't get to do this tomorrow during April Fool's.
It was
so I
hard.
felt like this was a nice mix.
Just saying it was hard, man.
But the questions themselves are fairly easy.
Well, yeah, the questions weren't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a fun theme.
Yeah, Danny Elfman.
I forgot he was in Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, he was, man.
Oingo Boingo. What a crap band, right, guys?
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna leave him.
Were you an Oingo Boingo fan?
I mean, I wasn't a super fan, but that's at least my world. That's my generation. How dare you blaspheme my generation?
What was their big song?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a Dead Man's Party. Was that them?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you like Danny Elfman's sound, I mean, isn't that kind of Oingo Boingo-ish, really, when you think about all the stuff he's done?
I don't know. I wasn't really much of a Danny Elfman guy.
I wasn't an Oingo Boingo guy either, really.
It's a Dead Man's Party. That's the only one I know.
He did a lot of composing for a lot of Tim Burton movies, so Edward Scissorhands,
All
as
of it,
well
yeah.
as the Batman movie.
Yeah, everything. I mean, they're thick as thieves, those two.
Yeah.
Didn't he do stuff with Trent Reznor as well?
Yeah.
Probably.
Right?
But you're right, Steve. I couldn't name an Oingo Boingo song to save my life.
Just the Dead Man's Party song.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a good. I like this. But see, was this the 80s, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is why you're not going to like Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, this was definitely an 80s song.
I mean, he arguably, of course, has had a much better career or a more famous career doing the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is in the video.
Really?
Yeah. It might have been for a movie, maybe. And Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, it's going to be for Head of the Class or Back to School?
Back to School, I think.
That's probably what it's for.
Or was it Weird Science?
No, it's not Weird
Rodney
Science.
wasn't in that, was he?
No.
It's got to be Back to School. It's the only
Yep,
two.
it says Dead Man's Party, Back to School.
Yeah.
Oh, they did the song Weird Science.
Yeah.
Oh.
For the movie.
Did he really?
Yeah.
No, that makes
Oh,
sense.
so there's a song and a band.
Science.
No, they did the song Weird Science, which was the movie. The song was called Weird Science, and the movie Weird Science, but it was written by Oingo Boingo.
Oh my God!
Danny Elfman.
This whole time I thought the band was Weird Science that did Weird Science.
No, it was Oingo Boingo.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
I think I like that song.
All right. Oh yeah. This is so 80s, man. I love the 80s.
Starting to change my tune about Oingo Boingo.
And this is 80s sounding, and you still like it.
Well, because I like the movie.
All right, fair enough.
It's a great movie.
Back to School is a great movie, too.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. And Robert Downey Jr. back in those days, man, so young and so insane, and he was insane outside those movies too.
Yeah, people don't remember. I mean, anyone that's probably under the age of 30 might not know the whole backstory of Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Before he became Iron Man and a very well respected actor, he was doing a lot of the silly 80s comedies, but also was massively battling a substance abuse issue, to the point where he was in the news all the time, just wasted, and people were worried about his life.
I'm not sure if all that happened today, if Robert Downey Jr. would have a career.
He was lucky that, there was no social media.
Yeah.
Because wasn't one of the stories about him, like somebody found him in their house, passed out, like he broke into somebody's home and it was just like passed out in their home? I think that might have been rock bottom for him.
Yeah, a lot of times, these days, if somebody does anything wrong that people just don't agree with, which, look, if you do something wrong, you definitely should have to be accountable for it. And a lot of times it's due to substance abuse, mental health issues. People don't want to go that far. They go, well, I don't know what it is, but that guy's just evil. And that's what happens today. And yeah, Robert Downey Jr., I don't think is Iron Man. I don't think he ever gets cast as Iron Man if, in fact, social media was around then.
And that was like a massive redemption story.
Yeah, totally.
I remember, which is funny because like the Iron Man character is kind of like had that same vibe. Like Tony Stark was a guy who was battling substance.
He was the perfect guy for that role. He really was. How about we have a first-time skydiver that experienced something during her jump that led her to saying that she will never skydive again? Okay, well, that's going to be another story that's just going to solidify that I ain't even going to try. Tell you all about this at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A skydiver found herself in a dangerous situation on her very first jump after having her parachute tangled in power lines down to California.
See, once you just said that first part of the sentence, I was like, okay, another reason why I don't want to do any kind of skydiving. Yep. Once you say dangerous situation in skydiving, that's gonna deter me forever.
Yep, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I am done. Why? One eyewitness said, yeah, she was just up there chilling, which was surprising because that's pretty scary.
But at least she's alive. Are you okay, guys? Gonna come get me anytime soon?
Dude, it was just good that somehow, some way, she didn't touch those power lines.
Yeah.
Or there was nothing conductive with it, where the parachute reaches her, because they had to wait 40 minutes because the electric company had to shut it down.
Oh, because of out of fear.
Look where she. I mean, she's close to some action. I am surprised. I'm surprised she didn't get electrocuted.
Yeah, she was hanging off that pole right there.
I am seeing the pictures, and I'm not. Oh man, Oh yeah.
This is going to be a premise or a plot for an upcoming episode of 911.
Yep, you're right.
It just this reeks of something that they would do. Although they'll make it more ridiculous.
Art imitates life
all the time.
First responders had to use an aerial ladder to reach her, lead her down to safety. She was conscious, she was talking, and no problem. She escaped fine. And she didn't need any treatment. She told the medics, "I'm fine. Let me out. Peace.
I'm out of here, guys. I'm going home."
But she did say she probably won't be doing the skydiving thing again.
Probably?
Yeah.
I'd say definitely.
Yeah, I would say definitely. She's still in the probably camp, but I'm in the definitely camp, and I haven't even done skydiving.
You got to go to... No, I'm going to go somewhere where it's safe. My couch, my house, and I'm never leaving it again.
I want to thank her for solidifying my position about never skydiving. So she's helped me out a lot.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So a first time herself? Sorry, was she by herself in that?
It does say first-time skydiver, and they're the only one they mention in this story. Usually when you go skydiving,
it's
a
like
lot of
tandem thing, right?
Yeah, but she went by herself. I guess you can legally go by yourself, can't you?
I mean, I don't know the legality of it. I just know, like, personally, I don't want to do it unless I have somebody strapped to me.
Maybe she was like, you know what, I don't need no... maybe it was her first... I don't know. Maybe when they say first-time skydiver, maybe it's first-time solo. You're right. That is weird to go by yourself the first time.
Right.
I think that that's how I would do it. I would let me have somebody else and have like a backup parachute or something.
100%.
Yeah, but she's not. She's probably not going to do it again, though, Steve. I think she was like, I think I'm done. So it made me wonder, man, what is something that you tried once but you will absolutely never do again? So again, something you did. You tried it one time. You go, yeah, that's it. No more for me. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. We got your calls. We got your texts after Lit on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com.
Give dads and grads the gift of relaxation with Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Dads and Grads Season Ticket to Relax offers $30 off a massage or facial gift card or $70 off a massage and facial gift package. With 8 Seattle area locations, it's easy to find the one nearest you or explore exclusive online gift card sales. Let Hand and Stone help dads and grads restore, relax, and reset. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
You diet, you work out, and still there's that one stubborn spot. Hey, it's Jason. I just went after my stubborn fat by doing cool sculpting at Tureen Dermatology, Minnesota's top cool sculpting provider. Dr. Tureen is my dermatologist. We froze my fat, and those fat cells are gone for good. FDA approved. No pain, no downtime. Ranked top doctor 8 years in a row. Trust the experts at Tureen Dermatology. Call today, 651-633-6883, and say goodbye to stubborn fat.
Invest in your future on your schedule at Columbia College. Earn an accredited degree faster with 8-week classes starting 6 times a year. Go at your own pace as you build your future. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. So this woman went skydiving for the first time and crashed into some power lines, so she's done. That's it. So we're wondering, what is something that you've tried one time and you're like, yeah, that's it. I will never do this again. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Let's go to Archie and Kent. Archie, you are on the Rock.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Archie, I want to say that I'm sad to see this is the last season of Riverdale. Sorry about that, man. Thank you. Okay.
Just wanted to clarify something. So I've been jumping for about.
What am I, the only one that watches
years.
the C-Dub?
Yes, actually,
fair
yes.
enough.
The only one in the world.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, but it might be like 2 other people. I think there's a 13-year-old girl in like Missouri, I think, that watches it.
Yeah, it's not my fault that The Flash and Superman and Lois happen to be on the C-Dub. That's the only reason I know. All right, so yes, Archie, what was the thing you tried one time and you don't ever want to try again?
Well, I tried skydiving once 9 years ago, and now I got about 1,000 skydives. I keep trying it.
So you did. So that's something you actually. Okay, you have skydived. You've skydove 1,000 times, if that's the right word.
Sure.
So okay.
Skydoving.
Yeah, skydoving or skydived.
I skydoving.
Yeah.
I am a new superhero.
Yeah.
I am skydoving.
Skydoving. So you're calling us why?
You guys were talking about the first time. And yes, you can do it first time on your own without tandem.
Yeah, I saw some people say that. Like, I guess like in some situations, the parachute is hooked up to a line and automatically pulled for you as you jump out of the plane. And that's how a lot of people can parachute without having to go through a full certification.
Oh, okay. I wondered about that because I thought, well, anybody could just go up there, like any idiot like me. But no, you protect me from myself. All right.
Yeah, they put you through about a 6-hour class, and then you can actually go on your own the first time.
You at least get like a chocolate bar after going through a 6-hour class.
You might be making a chocolate bar if you go.
You might make a chocolate bar. Yeah.
All right, Archie. Thanks for the info. And again, I sorry about Riverdale. Thank you.
Yeah, another person said, my sister went skydiving for her 18th birthday many years ago, and she still has a picture of one of the pages on the waiver where you have to sign, and it states, quote, the parachutes are packed by human beings, and human beings make mistakes. Hell no.
Yeah, I know. I'm done. I am not.
I figure like they're not packed by robots, but I don't need that reminder that there's a thing called human error. I don't want to think about that when I have a parachute attached to my
That's
body.
what we need AI to do. If ChatGPT is so good, maybe they should be packing parachutes and not humans.
Yeah. And so they start, figuring out how they can take over our planet, and then they like, you know what? First people to go, skydivers.
Yeah. All right. Well, then they're not going to get me because I'm not skydiving. 206-803-ROCK. What we want to know is something that you tried once but will never absolutely do it again. Again, you can text us at 206-803-ROCK.
So is it back in 1991? I tried crowd surfing at an Alice in Chains concert at the Paramount Theater. I wound up going headfirst into into the empty orchestra pit. I broke my left arm.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah. That's something I know we've talked about that. I've never done that in my life. I've never crowd surfed, and Vicky, I think you want to.
It's on my bucket list.
I don't even want to
happen.
try. I don't want to try because of that.
Pain in the grass this year. Let's get Vicky to crowd surf.
We've been saying that since 2017.
We have.
It still has not happened.
Yeah,
yet.
So the world shut down for a couple of years.
Yeah,
I forgot. My brain shut down for the last 5 years. Yeah.
fair. Okay.
Yeah. And then I tend to forget too.
This is the year. And I know like you like to play on your phone and stuff, so you can just hold your phone while people crowd surf you.
Just like videotape myself. Hey, how's it going?
Duct tape the phone to your hand.
Smart idea.
It's like how
Will
like, lead
this be the
singers will
time?
sometimes duct tape a microphone to their hand if they're like the kind of singer that like a punk singer. Sometimes they do that.
yeah.
So they go into the crowd and no one can take that microphone from them.
Oh, that's a good call.
I thought you were going to say tape them like, what is it, the 40 hands or what do they call them?
Oh, the Edward 40 hand.
That's right.
Where you duct tape 2 40s
Onto your hands.
Oh, yeah.
And the only way you can get them off is you have to finish drinking.
Oh, Edward 40 hands.
Yeah, it's a game to play where you want to stay sober. Clearly.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds like it. Yeah. Very, very much sounds like it. Sarah, I see Sarah's in the room, the new bride.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, it's not marriage. You said hopefully that's all you do is try marriage once.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, let's do it.
Danny loves this activity, but I will never skateboard again.
You've only done it once?
Well, okay, I used to be able to like go around because I used to be in like the goth group. I was a little skater girl. I was such a poser. Oh, yeah.
Was there a guy that you were into? And that's
Oh,
why-
yes. We dated all through middle
That's
school. Oh, he had long black hair. He never showered.
Were there any bands you remember like you would listen to, even though? Like,
It was all Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Metallica. That's how, like, he
those are good
introduced
bands.
me to all of those.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. But, so I used to be a little skateboarder, or I would pretend to be, and I tried to do an ollie one time, and I will never forget that fall. It was all on my right side. I was completely bruised, and I was like, I don't think I'm cut out for this.
Yeah, you fall walking downstairs.
Yeah.
Don't put wheels under you.
No, terrible idea, and I've never been on one since.
Yeah, it's a relatively basic trick for. That's beginner level.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, I got this. Did not get this.
I say that I would not try it again now. Like when I was in my teens, I would do that. But the idea of even getting on the skateboard, let alone trying a trick, the trick would be just staying on the skateboard.
Yeah. And just riding on a flat surface.
I saw like a dude yesterday. Like he was like probably like in his 50s, and he was just on that longboard, and he's just riding around like on his cell phone. And I'm like, man, you're just
making it happen.
You're making it happen. But I feel like a bad thing is about to happen.
Yeah, it's either him or some random strangers.
I've been like playing on my phone. I look at someone at the gym and I slam my leg against like one of those like the weight rack things. I'm like, ow, what the hell is that? And I'm like, oh well, maybe if the idiot was on his phone, I wouldn't have had that happen.
You wouldn't have run into it.
Yeah, at some point, you're right. At some point, his body is going to not be as cool as it was, and he's still going to be doing the phone thing. And you're right, he's going to get hurt.
How about somebody texted and said the Pocky 1-chip challenge? I did it and it was fine for 10 minutes. Then I was reminded that I have a really bad acid reflux. For about 30 minutes, I was begging to die.
Oh, wow. How do you not know about your acid reflux before you do something like that? Because that's why I'll never do those things, because I have acid reflux.
Sometimes you get caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Not me, baby.
I still have 3 of those chips. It's just sitting in my cabinet from like 2 years ago.
You know what I just saw was kind of funny, because obviously WrestleMania is this weekend. There's like a billion wrestling independent shows that are happening, and some they go down like the either comedic road or just quirky road. So like there's weird and there's something for everyone. And apparently there's a match where 2 of the guys they're gonna eat the Pocky 1 chip at the start of the match and then have the match.
God.
And I was like,
Cool.
I've never wanted to watch a match more.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to be sweating in so many ways.
Right. Like I hope it's like at least like a 20-minute match, because I want to see where does that go?
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
And everything, like just like going down their face.
I kind of want that to be like a thing, like in sport, like a softball game where everybody eats the chip and then has to play a softball game.
That would be amazing. You just watch who like dies first.
Right.
Yeah, that would be bizarre.
But wouldn't it be interesting to see like how is it going to impact somebody doing a performance?
Yes.
A stand-up comic. Eat 1 chip.
Or like all of us. 6 a.m.
No,
that's
Eat
a
1
terrible
chip.
idea. Like, all these other ones are good ideas because we get to watch.
We
other
don't have
people
to
be
suffer
miserable.
the pain.
Yeah.
BJ and I cannot handle any type of spicy thing, so we'd be out first. We'd be like drooling.
Yeah, and this isn't like a little spice. This isn't even like a 7 alarm at a wing place. Like,
No.
This is like multiply that by, I don't even know by how much, but it's apparently awful.
206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Justin and Everett, you're on the Rock.
What's up, guys?
What you got for us, Justin? What will you'll never try again?
I'm never kneeboarding again. Not ever.
What is kneeboarding?
That's on the water, right?
When it's something like you get towed behind a boat and you strap in with your knees and, you do little tricks and stuff.
Oh, so you're on your knees while you're on the board when you're doing this. Oh, yeah.
But
what
I
happened?
was behind a boat, and that's where I made my mistake. I walked out to to a dock. We lived on this resort in Deer Lake near Spokane.
Nice.
And I found this kneeboard, and I strapped myself in, and I plop myself in the water, and I float out about 3 or 4 feet and flip over, and I start struggling.
Wait, you're not being pulled by anything? You just went out on
I'm not being pulled by anything.
Oh, well,
No,
that's
I'm
probably,
just-
I mean, yeah, you have to be. I mean, that's the whole,
So
any of those water sport type
Yeah.
things. Like my buddy has a
couple
boat.
seconds later,
Yeah.
yeah. A couple seconds later, my buddy comes over, and I didn't know he was even there. He flips me over. I came out of nowhere, flips me over, unstraps me, and saved my life. And, I told my parents that night. It was like midnight. I woke up, and I was just yelling at them, I don't ever want a kneeboard again, please.
Well, I mean,
definitely not do it without people around to help.
Yeah, especially since, like, I mean, I wouldn't have thought about it either, I suppose, that you could flip over, and then, of course, you have no way of righting your body because your legs are incapacitated.
That's the first thing I would think about.
Yeah, I guess I never, it wouldn't, I would like to throw stones, but I wouldn't have thought that would have happened. Like, when he said the story, I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. That's why I don't like kayaks, because I'm afraid I can't flip it back over again.
But at least I'm imagining I could be buckled in. Because on the kneeboard, you're buckled in.
Yeah, well, it just didn't occur to me that it was like a kayak effect. That means no way am I getting on that. Even if there are other people around, I don't like going underwater, man.
I have a buddy that's big into like wakeboarding, kneeboarding, and they take us out on the water. It's like American Lake, I think, or something. One of the lakes around here, and it's super fun to be on the boat. And every time he's like, "You want to go out there and do that?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." He's like, "What do you mean? Are you afraid?" I'm like, "I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to deal with that." He's like, "You do the wrestling stuff, you have no problem." I'm like, I pick and choose the things that hurt me, and this is one of the ones that don't want to hurt me. Like I'm completely fine sitting on a boat and not slamming my face against water.
Yeah, that's the adrenaline junkie person. That's not me.
Yeah, some people love it. I mean, if you're a big snowboarder or a skier, I think it's like that's part of the fun as well.
Yeah, well, I don't like
Put me
that
on one of those
either.
big ass tubes, and I'll just sit there and be like, "This is amazing."
Inner tubing, that's my jam,
Yeah.
right? That's where you just chill. But you can get smacked by the water if you're going
get a
hella
little air
fast.
sometimes.
Yep.
You catch a wave, and I'm like, "This is crazy."
I tried whitewater rafting once, and it was 30 years ago. And I almost fell out of the boat, and I was out of the raft. Never again. No, dude, if they were looking, there's a picture. I've got to find it. There's a picture. Everybody's having a blast. I am hiding in the boat. You can't even see me because I'm so terrified.
I know that picture, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, is that you?
If we can
Just
find it.
crouching.
If you see that picture around the house, Sarah, we should put it up because it is hysterical. Everybody's having a great time in the whitewater
Except
raft
for you.
and you can't even see me because I am hiding. I'm like, get me out of here. We got this dude that's accused of cheating and goes through a crazy way to prove that he wasn't cheating. You're going to hear what happened at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, and one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
T-Mobile's network can help keep you connected to all your favorite podcasts when you're out and about. Whether you're an early bird looking to dive into a daily news podcast or a night owl who wants to catch up on the latest reality TV drama, T-Mobile will keep you connected on their strong and reliable network. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anyone. So if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's SEEWHY.
Know a high schooler who's a natural leader? They may be the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's next Student Visionary of the Year. Candidates in our program gain valuable life skills like leadership, project management, and communication, all while supporting blood cancer research and care. Help your student boost that college application and stand boldly against blood cancer. Learn more or nominate a student at lls.org/student visionaries. That's lls.org/student visionaries.
If you need rehab after surgery, help at home, or if you need a place to enjoy the best years of your life after 60, Carriage is here for you. Carriage is a family-owned healthcare and senior living company that puts people first. Let us provide you with short-term, post-acute rehabilitation at one of our skilled nursing facilities in Bellevue and Renton. Expert in-home care and support to clients throughout Washington. Or enjoy a vibrant retirement in elegant, amenity-rich surroundings in Washington and California. Learn more at carriage.com.
Southern Company is making energy smart and sustainable for their 9 million customers across the country. From modernizing infrastructure to achieving their interim carbon reduction goal 10 years early, Southern Company is committed to building a clean, resilient energy future. Learn more at southerncompany.com/future. Southern Company, building the future of energy.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Are you driving your car or doing laundry right now? Podcasts go best when they're bundled with another activity, like Progressive home and auto policies. They're best when bundled too. Having these two policies together makes insurance easier and could help you save. Customers who save by switching their home and car insurance to Progressive save nearly $800 on average. Quote a home and car bundle today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $793 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2021 and May 2022. Potential savings will vary.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the rock of Seattle. There's a wife that found another woman's checkbook in her husband's car.
What the heck's going on? Is he getting paid for some stuff?
Well, see, first off, you know what? Look, I want to tell you right now, is the dumbest thing in the world to cheat.
Yeah.
Because the person you're cheating with wants you to get found out.
Oh. And they do so by leaving checkbooks.
Yeah, I mean, there's it happens all the time. The person that you're cheating with does not want. They don't want this to be a secret, especially if they're not in a relationship themselves. But you are.
That's a caveat for sure.
A checkbook, though? Like, I
this
can
is
understand,
old school, baby.
Like an earring in the bed or like some underwear on the floor.
Yeah, I knew of a girl that it might have been on Topic or someone shared it with us, but they said that they purposely would leave their underwear.
I remember that.
They would like stuff it in the comforter.
Yeah.
You know, like as they leave, so that way he wouldn't notice it, and he'd make the bed, and then later on, when the bed was being unmade, or you know, all of a sudden, like, what's this? What am I feeling? Yeah. Whose underwear are these?
Oh,
and why is there a checkbook also in here?
He swore. This guy said, "I don't know whose checkbook this is that's in this car. I have no idea." But of course, she's still suspicious.
Like likely story.
Don't blame her.
I'd start writing checks if I was her.
Oh yeah.
So how about what he did though? He went on social media and put the word out, hoping to find the woman to save his marriage.
What?
So he actually. I mean, I have to say, this is really quite a thing that this guy's doing, because if the woman does want him to be found out, you figure she would go, okay, social media boy, but here's his plea.
If your name's Jessica and you live in northern Colorado, I need you to check your voicemail right away, because I have your checkbook. My wife thinks we're having an affair. She goes into the center console, and guess what she finds? A checkbook. Not mine and not hers. It's yours, Jessica. I have absolutely no idea how I ended up with your checkbook in a console of my car. So we Google you. You work in the same town I teach in, which is not the same town I live in. Do you see how bad this is looking for me? I need you to just check your voicemail so we can figure out where we somehow crossed paths, or not even we, you and my car, so that I can clear all of this up.
Okay.
Yeah, he sounds a little too... I don't like this guy.
I believe everything he says.
I don't like this guy.
What do you think? He said, babe, I swear, I'm going to make a TikTok video about it to prove that I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Dude, I'm looking at the comments, so everyone's just like, this seems like a perfect cover-up. Another person said, I cleared out my schedule. I'll be standing by for the update. But then as I keep looking, there's a woman by the name of Jay. They wrote, I just died a little. I am Jessica in NoCo. No voicemail. So fingers crossed. I don't know what the hell that means, but...
Wow.
So apparently, and then he said, I just messaged you.
Wow. How about this? I feel horrible because it looks like this guy may be telling the truth.
Why is that?
Well, his wife found, the other woman actually saw his desperate plea on social media. So she contacted him and set the record straight.
It's Jessica. I live in northern Colorado. I never answer my phone.
Hey, we found Jessica. After texting back and forth all morning, the best we can come up with is that our kids go to school together. She maybe parks where I park because I teach next door. It's the best we got. So this afternoon, I'm going to meet up with Jessica, take the whole family over. She has goats. So we're going to play with them. She's getting her checkbook back. And while half of the 15,000 comments and growing on this post are convinced that I am like the world's greatest infidelity mastermind, sorry to disappoint you guys.
They're still cheating.
I don't like him. He's such a douche.
The whole family's... the whole family's playing with goats. Well, he's banging the Jessica again.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, babe.
How cool would that be? I'll show you. Come on, we'll all go hang out. And then they're all playing with goats. And like, where'd those two go?
Right. Go play with the goats, kids.
That doesn't prove anything to me. That just proves that he called her and was like, hey, we got found out. We need to make up a story.
Quick, grab a goat and feed it.
Yeah.
Make a video. The video is great because she's feeding a goat while they're doing the video.
I don't. I mean, if indeed he's innocent, he is the douchiest innocent guy I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He really is. He's such a douche that I think his wife should leave him anyway. That's what I think. Just leave him. He can do better.
Also, I'm still confused though. I don't understand still how the checkbook ended up in his car.
Like they have the same kind of car and maybe she got in the wrong. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, and where is she? Like, why did she make a guest starring on this video that he made? And they can talk, and like she can say, "Here's how it happened." Yeah. Like, how does your checkbook get in his car?
The best we can come up with is our kids go to the same school. So, but still, why was she in your car?
Yeah, that's weird, man. I'm sorry, and you don't know who she is. You don't remember a woman getting in your car?
Yeah,
I would. I guess because women don't talk
as
to
if
me.
like the checkbook got dropped on the floor and
and he forgot that he picked it up and put it in the center console.
This would be the dumbest like murder mystery show or whatever. I got busted and here's how it all happened. I'm like, I still don't understand how it got in your car.
I still suspect him. The fact that he goes,
still cheating,
yeah, I do. I'm with Danny because, and I think also Steve's with us too, since he thought that when they're doing the goats, they're going to be banging each other. So I think we all believe the guy is actually a serial cheater. And yes, we do believe you're the infidelity master.
I'm reading some of the comments, and a lot of people have the assumption that maybe one of the kids picked it up. Like, I'm not saying that's what I believe, but a lot of people are thinking maybe the kids did it.
But you also didn't notice that your kid put something in your center console?
No, you usually don't notice, like, their boogers or whatever the hell they're doing until, like, weeks later.
Oh, I noticed.
Oh, look at you.
Sometimes they hide the stuff, and it's like, oh, God, that's gross.
At the center console, I feel like you do have to be, that does seem like something like I would just, like, nitpicking every little part of this.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't go into my center console.
Yeah, but usually my elbow is resting on the center console, and if someone tries to open, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, why would the kid care? Why would they pick it up and put it in your car?
Yeah. Without telling you, like, hey, Dad, I found a checkbook.
Yeah, I mean, it's all so bizarre.
The texter says something great. He's the goat cheater of all time.
Yeah, he is the goat. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Have you ever had a situation like that?
What?
A goat cheated on me?
Yes, of course, 100%.
I took my family to a farm so that we could feed goats and bang people?
No, I got accused of my ex because on my car, I had a...
She is your ex, though.
She is my ex, yeah. This is exactly
maybe she has something to do.
No, I got proved right. It was fantastic. There was, on the Bluetooth, she was driving my car one day and she noticed on the Bluetooth that there was a connection called Miranda.
Oh, right.
Like, and you know, because how you can save like Bluetooths on your car. And she texts me and she's like, who's Miranda? And I was like, I didn't even know who it was. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, there's somebody named Miranda connected to your Bluetooth. And I was like, I have no idea who it was. Turns out one of my friends likes to name his computer and his cell phone like different women's names.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he had drove my car when we were moving and he connected to the Bluetooth.
Oh,
so sure enough, I messaged him and I'm like, hey. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's my cell phone. And so luckily it got cleared up. But it was one of those things.
Did she believe him, though? Or did she think he was covering for you?
No, she believed him.
Oh, wow. Because I would, if it were me, I'd go, your friend's covering for you.
He literally sent a text of, my cell phone's name is Miranda. And I was
likely story. You got him in cahoots with you.
That's what I would think.
That's what it is.
You're banging. Who's Miranda? Come on, Dan.
Yeah.
Fess up.
I wish I knew.
I mean, now's the time to really just,
That just happened. My wife accused me of the same exact thing. She's like, who's iPhone 104? Hooked up to yours.
Yeah, that's a stripper name. If I ever heard one.
Like, you don't want to know who iPhone 103 is. But 104, you can trust me around her. Don't worry.
That's okay.
Dude, that did happen once with an ex, as well, of course, ex. And oddly, BJ Shea is involved in this story.
Woo! I'm so happy about this.
She thought I was having an affair with BJ Shea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, oddly enough, like I remember it was when I was unemployed and BJ reached out and I was like, okay, we're going to go meet up for lunch or dinner. Myself, BJ, and Sergeant Hair Club. Yeah. And go chat about potentially joining the show and all that kind of stuff. And
Big mistake on my part, but hey, what did I know then?
Do you remember, it was at Joey. I'll never forget. On Lake Union, when there was Joey's on Lake Union. Which eventually became the Kraken Team Shop, and I don't know what the hell it is now. Yeah. But so we met, and I even told like my then girlfriend, I'm like, I'm going for this job interview. Just so you know, I'm turning my phone off. Oh. Because I don't want to deal with my phone ringing. I was like, I think that's just not a good look. And I still think that. Like, if I'm going to talk to somebody about a business thing, phone's in the pocket, and I don't even want to be distracted. So I just turned it off. So doing the chat, and we ended up shockingly chatting for a very long time. Well, BJ chatted for a very long time.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
And this went on for several hours, like this dinner. And I did not know she was calling and calling and calling. And she got to the point where she just assumed that I was having sex with somebody at that time.
Well, yeah, for hours
Even
and
though
hours.
I specifically said, I'm going for this job interview. And then she was like, she figured out how to get into my voicemail. And there was like a friend that said, hey, we're all going to like I think it was like the Tractor Tavern. You should meet up with us. A guy, but.
Whoa.
So she heard that voicemail. And I had no idea that she figured out how to break into my voicemail.
Damn, dude.
So she checked my voicemails, had that voicemail, apparently then called the Tractor Tavern and described. She told me all this and said, like, oh, yeah, I then called the Tractor Tavern. I said that I had them look for you and see if you were with a girl. And I'm like, you're telling me this willingly.
Yeah.
Like, you're not at all, you don't at all feel embarrassed by any of this. Like, this is just purely bonkers to me.
Yeah, you need to go talk to somebody, lady.
Because when the interview ended, I turned on my phone and there was like a crap ton of voicemails.
Wow.
And one being about my buddy who's like, I should have went there. I mean, I might as well, if I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, what the hell?
That was the start of the end of that relationship.
I can imagine, yeah.
It was like very soon after that the relationship ended. And that was the moment where I'm like, whoa, you went off the deep end.
Yeah. And that person surprises me every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know that. I think I know that person.
I think you might.
And I always really, really, really had good interactions with that person.
I have dude, honestly, like, I have zero bad things to say other than like these stories.
That's insanity.
But that's
craziness.
That's young, being in a relationship and insecurity.
Wow.
I feel like that person, like, I had a buddy who started talking to that person, reached out to me and said, hey, is it okay if I talk to this person? I found out that it's your ex. I'm like, by all means. And he's like, should I know anything? And I said, no. It was.
Well, you're a nicer man than me, because I would have told him.
I mean, dude.
I think that's extreme behavior. You chalk it up to being young. Breaking into somebody's voicemail.
It was very bad.
That's very extreme. And also, when you said, here's what I'm doing, and they're still suspicious of you.
I know.
And look, I say a lot of things about you. There's a lot of things I say about you, a lot of characteristics that I go, Steve's a pain in the ass for this, that, and the other thing. You have never, ever displayed the cheater's characteristic. Look, we have worked with people where you go, okay,
yeah.
shady. We've worked with people over the course of our career. That person's shady. You have never come off as shady. Well, that's what really is like, why would she expect you to be shady? You're not a shady guy.
You know, sometimes people just kind of project whatever the past relationship was.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been guilty of that. That's why I look back on it. I'm like, dude, we were just young and dumb.
You're a nicer guy than me.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm telling everybody about what a Lovely individual she is.
But that sucks. Imagine like you're still being bound to a reputation or an incident that you did in your 20s and now you're in your 40s.
Welcome to America.
And people still think you're that person.
Welcome to America, brother.
That'd be a bummer.
You're very nice to not be that guy.
Yeah.
That would be hard for me to not be that guy, especially if it was relatively soon after all that happened.
And plus, I got out of this situation. So
yeah, you did. You were the lucky man.
That was I remember being like, I told you that I was turning my phone off. Like, why was this? Why were you concerned?
That's scary, man.
Like, it wasn't even like, oh, I turned it off. I didn't tell you. My bad. It was like, as I was leaving, I said, I'm nervous. I want to make sure I'm not going to get distracted. I'm turning my phone off.
That's why I'm the perfect man. Because there's no
Are
way.
you?
Yeah, because no way any woman would ever believe another woman would want to be with me. So they never have any jealousy of that.
I wonder how many bars get calls from people that are like jealous or freaking out.
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
Is my significant other there?
I never thought of that. I would love to. Next time I talk to a bartender, I got to ask.
Ask Vicky. Didn't you work at a bar for a while?
Did that ever happen?
No.
Or was that just like a unique experience for that person at the tractor where they're like, excuse me, ma'am, you want me to do what?
At least for the restaurant bar I worked at, we never had that. I'm sure it has happened. Just not with me.
Boy, I'd like to know. I'm going to have to ask anybody I know who works at a bar. I go, hey, did you ever have jealous people call you? Trying to see if you can bust their partner at your place?
That's what I'm saying. Look, can you look for a bald man that's in your club?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. That really narrows it down.
Here's the thing. If you're the bartender, are you going to say that the person's there, especially if maybe they have an open tab?
No, of course not.
You're not getting a tip if that's the case, right?
No.
However, I've always wanted to, like, Joe, Lynn, and I have a guilty pleasure of watching Cheaters, because that show is still on VH1.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, Saturday and Sunday mornings.
VH1 still exists?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's amazing. They have old episodes with Joey Greco. They have new ones with Peter Panky. That's like our Sunday.
His name is Peter Pinky?
Panky.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't even, how about Cheaters is still a thing?
Oh, it's still a thing.
Wow.
And we love watching that when we're hungover the next morning after emo nights and stuff. But I always just want to be somewhere where Cheaters busts into a restaurant. I would because just chanting Cheaters, Cheaters.
And then the Joey Greco guy, didn't he get stabbed?
Yeah, but I think it was all fake.
Don't tell me that.
Okay, it's not all fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Steve.
There was the whole stabbing issue and stuff, and then they had another guy named Clark Gable for a while, and now it's Peter Panky, and he's always has a cigar.
I wish it was Peter Panky.
He gets on stripper buses.
Somebody decided to use the old actor's name, Clark Gable, as the host of that show.
No, he's the descendant of the actual Clark Gable.
Oh,
he's like the third great grandson.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess that's
so he's like Clark the Third.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's okay. I guess his great grandfather, his father was like, "Hey, great job!
Yeah,
I was a movie actor. You're finding cheaters. Okay,
dude, you got to take a gig when you can in Hollywood."
That's a good point. Hey, Danny, we got a Disney superfan that might be even more superfan than you.
Oh, good.
This person went to all 12 parks in the world in 12 days.
Nice.
You're no longer a Disney superfan, Danny.
That's true.
Now, how do they pull this off? You know I'm going to tell you. I'll do that at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
You diet, you work out, and still there's that one stubborn spot. Hey, it's Jason. I just went after my stubborn fat by doing cool sculpting at Tureen Dermatology, Minnesota's top cool sculpting provider. Dr. Tureen is my dermatologist. We froze my fat, and those fat cells are gone for good. FDA approved. No pain, no downtime. Ranked top doctor 8 years in a row. Trust the experts at Tureen Dermatology. Call today, 651-633-6883, and say goodbye to stubborn fat.
Give dads and grads the gift of relaxation with Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Dads and Grads Season Ticket to Relax offers $30 off a massage or facial gift card or $70 off a massage and facial gift package. With 8 Seattle area locations, it's easy to find the one nearest you or explore exclusive online gift card sales. Let Hand and Stone help dads and grads restore, relax, and reset. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
This summer, you need clothes that you can wear anywhere. For that, look to American Giant t-shirts, shorts, jeans, and sweatshirts. American Giant makes everything in the USA, so when you buy, you create jobs and improve local communities all across the country. Shop summertime closet staples at american-giant.com and get 20% off your order when you use code WA23 at checkout. That's 20% off at american-giant.com with promo code WA23.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, Danny likes to think that he's a Disney superfan, but you know what? He needs to step off.
Yeah. Oh, step off?
Yeah, he needs to step off.
He's a poser.
You know what?
Fronting.
I'll step down. I haven't been to Disney in a couple of years. So, I guess I went last year. Never mind. I'm keeping my post.
Yeah, but did you go to all 12? Have you ever been to all 12 Disneyland theme parks at all?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were 12.
Oh,
I know
they got them everywhere, man.
I know California.
Yep.
Obviously Orlando.
Yep.
Paris.
Yep.
Hawaii. Isn't there one in Hawaii?
No, that's just a resort.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, I know, because we were talking about that.
They got one in China, don't they, Dana?
Japan, I thought.
Japan. They have Tokyo, or Disney Sea in Tokyo.
Oh, they don't have one in China?
I think they do have one in Beijing.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So that's 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, are they counting each individual park in Florida one? Because that's 4 parks right there.
You're probably right.
There's 2 in
California. Yeah.
Let's just check it out. He went to all 12 in 12 days. And he didn't just pop in and leave. He went on every single operating ride, all 216 rides, this guy.
He must have got there the moment the park opened.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think you guys are right, because a lot of these parks are in the same general area because, Disney does have multiple parks.
So did he do all the kids' rides, too? Like, did he go on It's a Small World?
Had to have. That's an operating ride.
Yeah. It says all the operating rides.
Like, sir, do you have a child, or why are you going on that teapot thing or the teacup ride?
Okay, because I'm trying to do a thing.
I do love the teacups.
It's cool, but you got to go with a kid.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
But it is super fun, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why it's so great to have a kid. You get to go back on those rides that you're too embarrassed to go by yourself.
But he's going solo, so at least he could do, the solo lines. Or I'm assuming he's going solo, unless he found somebody that's willing to go with him.
I didn't know there were solo lines and group lines. There are different lines.
Aren't there?
Yeah, so on some of the rides.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
The bigger roller coasters, they have a single passenger line. So it's like when you have an odd party number, like you have 5 of you, there's always 1 seat left open. So they let the single rider go in,
and they can kind of get on the rides quicker.
Yeah,
because they're not bound to 15 people in their group.
Oh, I'm going to say I'm a solo ride even though I'm with somebody.
But then you can't stand with that person.
Yes, you know what? I think that's a win for all of us.
You just wouldn't be able to ride the ride with them.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You could go in the line together as both single riders,
Never
but
thought
then
about that.
You're not. And sometimes it works out to where they need 2 people, and you're on the same car at least.
Yeah, I don't care. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, exactly. I'll see you when I see you.
Sorry, wifeski.
Yeah, it's a great way to do it. So here's what he did. He started at Disneyland Paris, did that on March 8th. Then went to Walt Disney Studios Park on the 9th, also in Paris.
Yeah. Oh, so they got 2 parks in Paris.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Then he flew to China and went to Shanghai Disneyland on the 10th.
Okay.
Then Hong Kong Disneyland on the 11th. So there's a couple of parks there in China. Mm-hmm. Then he went to Japan and did the Tokyo Disneyland on the 12th. Then Tokyo Disney Sea on the 13th, whatever that is.
What the hell is Disney Sea? Is that like a water park?
Yes. I feel like it's almost like a mix between a water park / aquarium. And it's I've heard it's amazing.
I kind of want to do that one.
Yeah. Man.
That one's right up my alley.
Makes me want to go to Japan.
I've already wanted to go to Japan, but for reasons that my wife doesn't want to go with me because I want to go see some wrestling at Korakuen Hall and Tokyo Dome and stuff like that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say sushi.
I want to go with somebody that knows knows how to read the language, so that way I don't feel bad because I don't want to go places where I can't read signs.
Well, that's what you got your app for.
Yeah.
There's the translator app. That's how I got around France.
Really?
Yeah.
So the app really works?
It'll read signs for you, and you
Really?
can talk into it, and it'll speak the language for you.
We live in 2023, BJ. Come on.
Wow, I'm almost excited about this.
And this was back in 2014. I was using it.
And
So imagine the technology now.
And you really had no issue. You were able to do stuff.
No, I was talking into it. I'd play it for them, and they were so impressed and so excited that you were actually trying that they were a lot nicer.
And that's very limited trying. To me, trying would be spending some time on the plane to learn a few phrases.
Right.
No, I had a guy complete attitude in the taxi ride, just total jerk. And then I actually pulled it out and I started talking to him, and his face lit up. He pulled out his phone. He started talking into his phone to translate, and he was just so much nicer, gave us a discount on the ride. It was pretty awesome.
I'm very excited
So
about
you can
this.
travel to Japan. You're
I might have to go
fine.
now.
Or take Vicky and she'll just translate for you,
There you
even though
go.
she doesn't speak the language.
No, my phone does.
This is my translator, and they're like, "Oh, cool, you speak the language?" No, I'm just talking to my phone. He's too lazy to do that.
I got to go to Japan.
Yeah.
So this guy went all over the place. He went to a lot of different Disney. Again, 12. He went to 12 different parks in 12 days, and he put it all up on his YouTube page. I guess his page has got about 1,000 followers. So
I bet that's going to go up now.
Yeah, if you're a super Disney fan. He called it the Disney Global Ride Challenge. He hasn't posted the footage yet, which I think you would do on a YouTube page, but maybe he'll eventually get to that.
Maybe it's going to be like a supercut. It takes a while to put those together.
And he hasn't told us how much this whole thing cost.
Oh, a lot.
I would imagine all the traveling from country to country, because he went from Tokyo then to California, then he did all that, then he went to Florida, and so
Did a little digging on his Twitter page. He did finally tell us how much everything cost. He said the challenge itself was around $12,000.
Oh, 12 parks, $12,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, but my first thought was that's it.
Yeah.
For all the flights, is he incorporating like hotels and all that?
Yes. So the flights were 4,750, hotels 3,750, park tickets were 1,100.
That seems cheap.
Yeah, local transportation $825, food and drink $750, line skip $675, and $65 for Wi-Fi.
$675 for line skip. That's how he's able to get all those rides
Yeah.
in.
That's so the tickets were $1,600 and something. Then.
Well, and I also know. I mean, granted, I'm not saying that he did it, but I know that like if Disney gets a wind of these kind of people, they usually will accommodate because it gives them good press.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're going to take care of you. If you're willing to go to 12 parks in 12 days in all these countries, we can help you out a little bit.
You can skip the lines.
I would, yeah.
That's why I wish we did broadcasts, because every once in a while they used to get to do broadcasts in these big parks, and I thought it was the greatest thing for me.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I was so hoping that they were going to ask us out there for the opening of the Star Wars land, because that's just like us, and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool.
And you guys will be like, where's Steve? He's riding Magic Mountain again. Space Mountain, sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about the Star Wars stuff. He's back in the old school Space Mountain.
He hit 9 in the morning. He just stopped doing the show. He just beeline straight to Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. It seems like the only thing you guys do get the super treatment on is by the Kraken.
True.
You may not be getting the Disney treatment, but you surely got the super treatment last night by the Kraken.
We got to bring your daughter in because she was a major moment I think happened during the Kraken game, because we got to go to the game last night. There was the Kraken taking on the Anaheim Ducks. 4-1 win for the Kraken, BJ.
Yeah.
Great game. A lot of fun. Shout out to Rob Kaufman and the Kaufman family. And all the other families. There's like 5 or 6 families, I guess, that get in cahoots for this suite. So it's not like just them. There's some guys from Amazon that we met that were awesome. Really nice families that were all hanging out in the suite. But massive thanks to Rob Kaufman, because he gave us some of his tickets, and they run Tacoma Twin Rinks, the hockey rink that I used to play at.
Oh, nice.
Quite a bit with the Donkeys. They own 2 sheets of ice in Tacoma, and I've known the family forever, but I've never got to just spend a night and hang out with Rob, and it was really cool just to hang out, enjoy some hockey, and catch up, and bring all of you guys. And he had a blast meeting everybody. He was super stoked to meet Sarah. Big fan of the show. He loves you, BJ. I let that slide.
Thanks, Rob. You're the man.
It was cool because then we had that extra ticket. So Johnny Rubbers came. That was his first ever Kraken game.
Oh, nice.
Joe and Danny and myself were there too.
Yeah, and it was Joe's first Kraken game too.
And they've been spoiled. Now, how do you go back to regular people?
You never can.
Yeah, your first Kraken game in a suite.
Oh, dude, and we get in there, and I'm like, you don't know what to expect. So, like, Danny and I were the first ones in there. How funny is it? Danny and I were in there for like a half hour before even anyone else showed up.
Nice.
So, like, we walk in, and I'm like, nobody's in here, and then you look, and you're like, all this food is all laid out. I'm like, typically in suites the food's there, but I was like, I don't know how this works. Like, do you have to pay something? And then Tony, the guy that was the suite guy, kept ordering the suite and made sure all the food was in there. He was great. Just like, dude, eat whatever. And he's like, dude, I know this suite very well. Certain things don't get taken advantage of while they're in, like the crab and all these. Like, eat as much as you can.
Oh, nice.
But I went in there and I'm like, I don't eat meat, so I'm just like. And he's like, oh, no, we got this impossible meat. It's like ground beef. And dude, it was like crack, man. It was like a Korean barbecue impossible flavoring with lettuce wraps. But I'm like using like the soft taco shells or to put on there. Then we're dipping our chips in it.
Oh, yeah. Steve and I were having a blast as the vegetarians. We were putting that on everything.
But then Joe is eating it too. Like, he's just like, dude, if I didn't know this was not meat, I would think it's meat.
It was better than the chicken.
Yeah.
Look at you guys living the sweet life.
It was really funny though, because like the minute Sarah walked in, Steve's like, "Sarah, you gotta try this meat."
Like, eat the meat, eat the meat.
Well, I'm glad he did, because it really did look like actual meat. So I would have never thought it was impossible.
They had like an edamame hummus.
Oh.
And
That's a nice thing. Edamame hummus is good.
Gosh, dude. Then pizza showed
They
up.
had pierogies.
Yeah,
They had-
Pierogies are so good.
The food was next level.
Man,
and then,
I'm so
and then
jealous.
Danny reached out to Tony. He's like, "Hey, can we get one of those big soft pretzels?" Because we saw some of the suites had the pretzels. So, now we own the suite. So we're barking orders. And he's like, so shout out to Frank the Tank, because apparently like all the pretzels were gone in the other suites, and he's a big listener of the show, and he's one of the cooks. So he whipped up 3 big pretzels for the suite.
Frank
brought him out, and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yes, here are your pretzels."
Wow.
And I was so excited. Steve, the pretzels are here.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I almost cried. It was amazing, BJ.
Well, and of course, the first thing that when I walked in the suite, I was like, are there drinks here? Because there were the drinks, there was tequila, there was rum, there was beer.
Oh, man.
They had the Kraken rum.
They had rum and
which
diet.
I love.
I can't remember what the brand of tequila was, but like
Casamigos.
I tried a sip of that, and I was like, this is amazing. It was really good.
Yeah, all you can drink and eat. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, sweet life is nice.
And then the game, of course, is great. The people who came in, eventually, for a while, it was just us in the suite.
Yeah.
And we're just putting damage in all this food.
We
We're
are.
just eating like savages. Thankfully, Tony cleaned up our area, because we were just like talking, and then everyone else started showing up. I'm like, we left a mess. And then we're like, turn around, and it's like, no, it's spotless.
Thank
Tony
goodness.
was the man.
Made us look good.
But the highlight, BJ, was, so we took a picture of all of us, and your daughter brought her buoy, her big, giant buoy doll, with her to the game.
I was carrying around
She
that.
was debating whether they'd let her in, but then I go, why wouldn't they let you in with that? They sell them there.
I know, I was afraid
Maybe they'd
that...
be like, no, if you want one, you got to buy one in here. You never know.
Exactly. Or they thought maybe I'd be like hiding things in my buoy plush, so they think I'd be like trying to sneak something in. I don't know, but I was like, J-Rubs was very convinced that it would be fine. So I carried around my buoy plush all downtown. I was like, why doesn't anyone else carry their little stuffed animal?
And then we took a picture of all of us in the suite, and it's just us. And we put it up on Twitter, and we tag Bowie, and we're like, hey, we're in suite 4. If you're not doing anything, swing on by. And dude, what was it, like in the second period?
Yep.
All of a sudden, walking into the suite with his giant drum, he's banging it. And he comes walking in, and it's frickin' Bowie. And we're all...
Oh, I'm watching the video now. Wow.
Your daughter lost her mind.
I lost my mind. I lost it.
The Bowie buddies were in full effect.
He immediately saw me. We had a connection. I felt it. He hugged me. We were jumping in a circle.
He signed a piece of paper for you.
He signed an autograph. He said I was too cool, Sarah, and I spelt my name right, which is a big deal. I showed him my little buoy. They bonded.
Yeah, you had the mini buoy. No wonder he loved you.
At one point, she's putting the little buoy on Bowie's back as he's signing it. Like,
I'm like, they're best friends. I was like, meet your real father. J-Rubs just pretends to be your dad.
Then she's like, J-Rubs comes over and they wanted to get a picture. I'm about to take it, and then they go, oh, we just got married in Vegas. And Bowie just turns, looks at J-Rubs, and plants a kiss on his face.
He kind of shoves me out of the way and is like, oh, girl, get out of here then. And just like makes out with George, like really headbutts him, actually.
It was nuts. I saw that.
I've never seen J-Rubs be more excited.
Yeah.
I know. He was stoked. He was like, wait, I want a picture with him too.
Then we're all taking pictures with Bowie, of course. And Bowie's rubbing my head while we're taking the pictures. I'm like, I usually don't like people touching me and rubbing my head. But
this feels nice.
But it actually did feel really good because it was Bowie. It was our friend.
One of my favorite comments on our Instagram was somebody posting, was like, I was trying to figure out what was on Steve's head that whole time, and then I noticed.
Bowie's hand.
Yeah, it's Bowie's hand.
And eventually worked his finger in my ear.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
Bowie
okay.
He was ready to party with us.
He had glitter in his hair, which I never noticed before, and he smelled so good.
He did smell
Sarah
really
goes,
good.
you smell so good. What is that?
I was like, is that Axe? And then he looks to his, I assume, kind of bodyguard and like does a hand motion, because he doesn't speak. And the handler's like, it's way more expensive than Axe.
Oh, okay then.
Sorry, that's the only dude's cologne I know. My bad. I didn't mean to insult you, Bowie.
That's hysterical.
Well, and then we got to talk about how J-Rubs caught a freaking hot dog and that was flying through the air.
So what is this I hear? They have these cannons for hot dogs?
It's for, what's that company? Bavarian Meats.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they do a meat cannon.
It's a bratzuka.
A bratzuka. This thing is amazing. And I'm so mad. I finally was like, I got to go to the bathroom. So I go run to the bathroom and I come back and people are holding these Bavarian meat tubes. And I'm like, what did I miss? And Danny and Joe, and they're like, the Brazuka, they shot it and they aimed it at our suite and it hit J-Rubs, and J-Rubs got one in his hand. It's like this styrofoam tube.
Yes.
And you unwrap it and you open up the styrofoam and there's a hot dog inside.
Yeah, it was
That
warm.
is brilliant.
in a bun.
In a bun.
Yeah, I really thought it was like a T-shirt. I missed the whole.
Yeah,
and then
me
he
too.
unraveled it, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna get a shirt." And he's like, "I think it's a hot dog." And I'm like, "Babe, it's not gonna be a hot dog." And then it's a hot dog.
And then
it's not cold.
Yeah, it's not. It was warm. And the funny thing is, he's like, dude, I'm so full from all this. You want some? And I was like, yes, I want some of your hot dog.
Danny's eating his hot dog.
Yeah.
They shared it. It was like Lady and the Tramp style.
Brazuka. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I always see them do it at the games, and I'm like, that's so clever and funny.
Yeah.
I thought inside of that maybe it was like one of their, like, because the Bavarian meats, they do like the meat sticks.
Oh, like the
that they sell at
jerky.
the store.
Yeah, that's like wrapped.
The long schlager or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Whatever that is. But like that's wrapped, so I figured that's what's in there. I would never guess in a million years there's a cooked hot dog in a bun inside of these things.
That's technology used the right way.
This is amazing.
That is amazing. What a night.
It was so much fun. We had a blast.
It was incredible.
Also
I was like, my wedding night was really cool, but whew, the way Bowie made me feel, y'all.
Wow, geez.
I was like, after meeting him, J-Rob's like, hugged me. He's like, you are so like hot. And I was like, I'm so sweaty. You don't even know. This was like meeting like a huge
I could
celebrity.
have saved so much money if we could just married you there.
Yeah, you could have.
Really?
I don't know. Those
The
sweets are expensive.
Yeah, true. They're really nice, but
Sarah had the same reaction we had when we first met Bowie, and I'm like, okay, she's an official Bowie buddy. Like,
yes.
yeah, this is like
Well, she does have mini Bowie.
Yeah.
I know. I got to get a shirt now.
I also want to give a shout out to my buddies Mark and Stefan. I haven't seen a couple guys I played hockey with back in like a few years ago. I haven't seen them in forever, and they're in the suite.
Nice.
And that was awesome. They're great dudes. So that was a blast.
Look at this party.
We forgot about the cake pops, the Seattle crack.
You
cake
guys
pops.
had to send a picture of that and taunt me.
Well, in all fairness, that was Rob Kaufman. He's like, hey, you guys should take a picture of those and send it to BJ. I know he loves sweets, so let's really rub it in that he's not here.
And then he told me to bring you one. And I was like, that's a really nice
Why
idea.
Didn't you bring one? Did you?
No, I totally forgot.
He set one aside for you.
I literally ate.
He set one aside for you.
He said,
I probably ate it because
I
they had
will one
different
day
flavors.
go to a suite with Rob Kaufman, who seems to be the only one that cares about me.
He's awesome. He does love you.
Yeah.
Oh, they were
the rest of you don't care about me.
good.
Can't believe you didn't bring a cake pop.
Oh,
you had Brazukas all over the place. You can't even bring me a cake pop.
Honestly, I was like, oh, Sarah, you got this? Make sure you bring it during the show, and we'll present it to him. I thought for sure you're going to walk in with
I
it.
had to drive a toaster thousands of miles for you. You couldn't even bring a cake pop. Literally from downtown Seattle to Mercer Island. Really?
I mean, I didn't know there were different flavors, so I had to try the one I was going to bring you.
So
you ate it?
Yeah.
I hate this child. So, hey, Rob, thank you for thinking of me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Rob. Even though my child is a rotten child.
It was really good.
You killed Steve.
I thought you just forgot it. I didn't know you ate it.
Well, I thought they were all chocolate, but they weren't. So I had to try all the flavor.
I cannot. I'm
Yeah.
so mad at you right now.
It was really good too,
man.
but maybe next time.
Was there vanilla? Was there a vanilla flavor?
There was.
You
Yeah.
suck as
There's
a
a
child.
vanilla.
You missed an epic night, BJ.
I know. I saw all the pictures.
It was easily the most fun I've had at a cracking game, and I always have fun at cracking games.
Yeah.
But that was on an experience of a lifetime.
Had lots of FOMO. I was really FOMOing when I saw the pictures. I'm
Honestly,
like,
one of the best games that I've been to, like the best game I've been to in Seattle.
Plus
everything. And I've been in a suite at the Sounders game and stuff before. This one was like, not that, no hate towards the Sounders, but this one was awesome.
Oh, the game, the suite, everything about the experience was so much fun. And then there was a dancing usher that was just killing it. Like, I don't know, they were a dance contest. And I didn't know this, but someone posted, like, is that the same dancing usher at the T-Birds games? Because there's an usher at the... Apparently it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, he kills it.
He was great.
I was so jealous. I was like, wow, I wish I had those moves. Okay.
Where does he dance? Does he dance on the ice?
And no, in the aisles, because they do a bit on the screens. Like, they play a dance song and like everybody dance, and they put people on video and everyone reacts, and usually you find someone that's like a really crazy dancer and you keep going back to that guy or girl. It turned out to be the usher.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's just going up and down the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
All the moves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So shout out to him. I don't know what the hell he is, but shout out to him.
But we saw your moves and we appreciate them.
We saw you.
Yeah. Shout out to the cake pop.
I thought for sure I honestly thought she was going to walk in and be like, and BJ, here's your cake pop.
How you know my life, Steve?
I really meant to. I had it in a napkin and everything.
You're not helping your cause.
I know.
I mean, they thought that counts, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
I'm not married. I'm not. You know what? I'm taking
And we
the
sent you a
wedding
nice
back.
picture of them.
Yeah,
so.
we did. Yeah, it's like you could taste them through the picture, right?
Yeah, they look really good.
Just think of like a cake pop that you once ate.
Yeah.
And multiply it by 1 billion.
Yeah, that's true.
It was that much better.
Yeah, it's that much better.
And with like the Kraken logo on it too.
Yeah, that's
It's beautiful.
I'm just going to think of a child that I once liked.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Me?
My wife, Joe.
You didn't bring him a cake, but why am I getting the heat? Joey was there too.
Joey's
Because
always
you said
been
you were going to be the one bringing it.
And Joey's always been a disappointment. That's the thing. Joey, that's his brand.
Joey was too busy eating with me. He had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Him and I were just hovering over that impossible meat
It was
and just dipping like tortilla chips in it and eating it like it was a dip.
Like savages too, not even using the spoon
Yeah,
or
thanks,
anything,
guys.
just straight dipping from the bowl like
A
it was
nice
your
cup
own.
of coffee this morning would have at least been a nice little second prize for not being able to be there last night.
I have an extra Kraken puck you can have. You can't eat it.
I got a free beanie, but you can't have it.
Yeah, Danny won a beanie in the suite as well.
She says, all I asked for was a cake pop. That's it. You guys, free beanies, brought Zukas. You got
Bowie,
autographs
Bowie.
for Bowie, hugs, kisses, everything.
Fake meat. and surplus of it.
Great buffet display.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, that's great.
It kind of wanted as we were walking because all the other suite doors are open. It's very like party atmosphere. Like people just kind of pop in. I almost wanted to just pop into other people's suites to see what they were eating and like pick at it and see if anyone would say anything.
Two dudes came in the suite when Joey and I were with the food, and they were just like, "Hey, can we like film all this food?" And Joey and I are like, "Of course, come on in," pretending like this is our suite,
It is.
and like I'm like, "Yeah, you post on your Instagram, pretend this is your suite. We don't care."
Just make sure to put hashtag suite 4.
Yeah, come visit. What's up? And then J. Robs is like, "You guys are horrible. You guys are guests in this suite. This isn't your suite." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. We probably shouldn't be inviting random strangers in."
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Come on in.
They do a thing when they give away, like you have giveaways. It's like little scratch tickets. So and so like at one point, I think we were just scratching everybody's because like no one else was scratching.
I was supposed to have one.
Oh wow!
And I won on my first one, and then everyone got extremely angry at me that I won and no one else won. So they were like, "Let's get the other ones."
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was like, "How's Danny the only one that's going to win?" Mm-hmm. It just says thanks for playing to the rest of us.
I know. I kept thinking, well, there's got to be one more winner.
You would think.
Yeah, or one more cake pop.
Sweet life.
Yeah, we all won with that. Actually.
Yeah, you all did.
I won
Sure all
many
did.
times.
You all did. Oh, thanks. Hey, yesterday, more important than the sweet life, Steve got this one wrong.
Beginning with the letter J, what is the real first name of actor Jason Momoa?
Jarvicious. John.
No.
Jason.
No.
It's and the name is Joseph. Like he's just got a regular dude named Joe. Why would you go from Joe to Jason? Joe Momoa. I feel like Joe Momoa flows.
Jomo? Maybe
Jomo.
being called Jomo.
Yeah, I think Jomo would have been the thing. Big problem for him. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got a 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 847 on the Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank accounts, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
T-Mobile's network can help keep you connected to all your favorite podcasts when you're out and about. Whether you're an early bird looking to dive into a daily news podcast or a night owl who wants to catch up on the latest reality TV drama, T-Mobile will keep you connected on their strong and reliable network. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anyone. So if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's SEEWHY.
High schoolers are busy, but no one's too busy to help fight blood cancer. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is looking for our next Student Visionaries of the Year. With a little initiative, chosen students can change the lives of real patients and help be a part of the last generation to see blood cancer. Learn more about our program and how to nominate a young visionary in your community at lls.org/studentvisionaries. That's lls.org/studentvisionaries.
If you need rehab after surgery, help at home, or if you need a place to enjoy the best years of your life after 60, Carriage is here for you. Carriage is a family-owned healthcare and senior living company that puts people first. Let us provide you with short-term, post-acute rehabilitation at one of our skilled nursing facilities in Bellevue and Renton. Expert in-home care and support to clients throughout Washington. Or enjoy a vibrant retirement in elegant, amenity-rich surroundings in Washington and California. Learn more at carriage.com.
At Columbia College, you can invest in your future without sacrificing today. Online, in-class, and virtual options save you time and money. Take the first step toward earning your accredited degree. Classes start soon. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
Whether you love true crime or comedies, celebrity interviews, news, or even motivational speakers, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue, right? And guess what? Now you can call the shots on your auto insurance, too. Enter the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. The Name Your Price tool puts you in charge of your auto insurance by working just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, then they'll show you a variety of coverages that fit within your budget, giving you options. Now that's something you'll want to press play on. It's easy to start a quote, and you'll be able to choose the best option for you fast. It's just one of the many ways you can save with Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself and join the over 29 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got our loud and local band of the week, and this week it's Karing. It's a loud and local band, Karing. You want to find out how to get their music? Well, just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
Perfect timing because, this weekend's WrestleMania. And their new EP that just came out a couple of weeks ago, it's called Mania. I don't know if they're into body slams, but I hope so.
I don't want to say that's a stretch. So I'll let somebody else say that.
It's that Mania.
Mania. Okay. You know what? If you want Music Mania local style, Sunday nights 8 o'clock. It's called Loud and Local. That's a great show. Starts at 8. 2 hours of Pacific Northwest music. Bands like Karing.
Let's play Beat Migs.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name.
What'd you guys think of my questions earlier?
Minus the fact that I lost, I enjoyed them.
Fair. There was like a subtle hint of everybody on the show. If you paid attention and you figured it out, you could always listen to it, on the BJ and Migs
I was
page.
I was very irritated.
Why?
I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, it's because you're dumb.
Yeah,
so let's see if
I can't argue. Other people figured it out, so I'm going to have to face the fact that I be dumb.
Okay. Well, we have Matthew from Monroe today to take you on. Steve, Matthew, are you there?
Yes, I am.
I was about to answer for him. Say, yep.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday,
Matthew. How dare you speak for yourself? Steve would like to do that.
Matthew, I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
All right, Matthew, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks for the good day wish, buddy. Appreciate it, Matthew.
For those playing at home, Matthew has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you do only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Olive Garden is famous for never-ending soup, salad, and what?
Soup, salad, breadsticks.
Yes. Johnny Utah, Papa's, and Bodie are all characters in what 1991 movie?
It's a surf movie. Skip, pass.
What popular Canadian athleisure wear? Yes. What popular Canadian athleisure wear company was first founded in 1998?
98, Canadian, pass.
Giovanni was the leader of Team Rocket in what popular card/video game show?
What say, huh?
Giovanni was the leader of Team Rocket in what popular card video game show?
I don't know. Grand Theft Auto.
No. Who is the current host of the game show Family Feud?
Family Feud. Oh, that's, what's his name? Harvey.
What's his full name?
Well, his last name is Mr. Harvey.
Fine. Who co-starred alongside Jonah Hill in the 2012 movie 21 Jump Street?
Pass.
Tiger Lily is the kidnapped daughter of the chief in what animated Disney film?
Pocahontas.
No. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Correct.
Oh, well.
I
I would have done much better, Matthew. These were some tough questions for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
There's one or two, that I would consider pretty hard, but yeah.
If you get the theme, I think you can probably work.
Oh, did you get the theme?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally didn't even know there was a theme.
Wait, there's another theme?
Yeah, she told us earlier there was going to be another theme.
I thought she just skipped it because I didn't catch it. I'm missing these themes, but you got it, Danny. So I'm the dummy. I'll try again.
All right, are you ready, Steve?
Oh, yeah!
Olive Garden is famous for never-ending soup, salad, and what?
Breadsticks.
Yes.
Breadsticks.
Johnny Utah, Papa's, and Bodie are all characters in what 1991 movie?
Point Break.
Yes.
Bodie.
What popular Canadian athleisure wear company was first founded in 1998?
What popular leisure wear? Lululemon.
Yes. Giovanni was the team leader of Team Rocket in what popular card video game show?
Rugrats.
No.
Pass.
Who is the current host of the game show Family Feud?
That would be Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Steve.
Who co-starred alongside Jonah Hill in the 2012 movie 21 Jump Street?
Jonah Hill and Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Oh, Jonah Hill and BJ Shea.
No.
Jonah Hill and Danny McBride.
No. Tiger Lily is the kidnapped daughter of the chief in what animated Disney film?
Moana.
No.
Pass.
Who was the first woman to win an Academy Award for Best Actress in a horror thriller film for her role as Annie Wilkes?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No. 1, 2, 3,
Shea.
4 correct.
Do you know
that
the
is a
theme,
win.
Steve?
People from the show.
Yeah.
And their pets.
And their
pets or something
kids.
relating to them, yes.
Yeah, something related to them.
Oh, Tatum O'Neal?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Wait, what?
So, Olive Garden, Joey Breadsticks.
Just themes.
Yeah.
What's the theme? The theme is what?
It's just us.
The show.
The show.
Related to the show again. It's the same
things that are related to the show.
Oh, God. I even knew that's what she was doing, and I still couldn't get it.
You sound so like get off my lawn.
I really am.
What?
Well, yes. So
not all the sometimes it's just in the question. Like Gio was the leader of Team Rocket
Yep.
in what popular game? Like It's a video game card game.
So the question, it's not the answer, it's the
Not
question.
all of them. Yep, it's both.
Oh, I'm so frustrated at this theme.
It's a very broad theme.
Yeah.
It's a very broad
That's
theme.
why the questions are a little bit of everything.
I love it because it made BJ so
it's irritating the hell out of
Giovanni,
me.
my little brother.
I thought it was very clever.
Oh, Giovanni's your little... Oh, my God, I hate this game.
Oh, you didn't get that? And then there was Bodie was another question.
She never calls him Giovanni. She calls him Gio all the time.
I couldn't think of anything else like Geo-wise.
Well, this is all...
and there's Bodie, your doggies in
You know
there.
what? Every time I play games with Vicky, we fight all the time because she doesn't think the way that I do, and I don't think the way she does. I hate every game that we're in because we don't think together.
It's very prevalent at this very moment that's the case.
But this
is why I don't play games with him
We
anymore.
had a giant fight on our BJ Chase Geek Nation podcast, and she's forbidden to play games with... Well, she won't let me play games with her because I had a giant fight with her.
I feel like you're forgetting something.
She's like my wife. My wife and her think the same way, and I don't think the same way. And she told you to play the song, too, which was irritating.
She did that, I think, to rub it in.
Yeah.
She never reminds me.
Speaking of your wife, who was the first woman to win an Academy Award for Best Actress
Kathy
in a horror
Bates.
thriller.
Kathy
Yep.
Bates.
Ann Wilkes.
That's good. Come on.
I know. But see, if I knew that, I thought I did.
Steve
If I
was
knew
kind
that,
of catching on.
he wasn't. He didn't know any of the theme. Otherwise,
he figured out Lululemon.
I even said the theme while I was answering the question.
What was Lululemon? Who's that?
Lulu, my dog.
Oh, you're.
All of these are this is very good.
I think that dogs are not people.
It's
Bodie
something
is a person, Lulu's a person.
It's connected to who they are.
Oh, God help me.
I want to give you the other one. See if you get them.
Yeah.
In the show Bob's Burgers, what is the name of Bob Belcher's wife?
Oh, it's. Oh my gosh.
BJ.
I should know her name. Why can't I think of her name?
Bobby.
Well, I know that. I know who she is, but I can't. I forget her name. Anne. No.
Damn it, Linda.
Linda. Oh.
Linda.
Oh, God help me.
And I did do one for Sarah.
Yeah?
What Sesame Street character sang the song Rubber Ducky?
Oh, Ernie.
Ernie. Yeah. Rubber. J-Rubs.
Whoa. Okay, that was a stretch.
Yeah, that's why I put it at the very end.
I am setting fire to this entire thing. If you got...
That's the only one that I'm like...
Oh, that's the only one. Giovanni and Lulu.
I respect it.
It was either that or there's a horror film in 2010 called Rubber about like an evil tire that was killing people. So I was one of the two.
Off my lawn.
Also, you didn't say the one for Tiger Lily.
Oh, yeah. Does anybody know?
Peter Pan.
Lily? Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah, there's Lily. Yeah.
Tiger Lily.
Oh, God, I hate this game. I totally missed that one, too.
It's basically one giant dad joke.
It is, and I respect it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm telling you, it's over.
I actually put effort, okay?
I'm
This is
too
as
old
much
for
effort
this,
as I'm
S.
going to do for the rest of the year, so you're welcome.
You could have done what's the slang word for condoms?
Yeah.
I was, but I felt like that was too on the nose because that's kind of the reason he got the nickname.
but some of the other ones were super easy too.
She overthinks it. That's the problem. And
I thought I made that was the last one I made. That was a little too. Yeah,
I'm out. Steve, you have the rest of the show.
Okay. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very clever
Here's the
and
thing.
cute.
You enjoyed it. Both of you enjoyed it because it's irritating me.
Well, no, that made me like it more.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I was like, that's pretty clever. And then the fact that it is bothering you so much makes me enjoy it thoroughly.
Yeah, that's what it is. It is generational. I mean, I know it's clever, but it's the kind of clever I don't want to be bothered with. That's the thing. I just think it's...
You're right. It's a very broad theme in how it's like it could be the question, it could be the answer,
Yeah,
it
it's
could
so
be
irritating.
a dog, it could be a child, it could be a member of the show.
And Vicky loves it because she knows it. And that's the thing. It's like, of course you love it. You know all the answers.
I won, so I especially
Yes.
love it. Yeah.
I wanted to do an April Fool's themed one without actually doing like an actual prank.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I didn't prank you.
You succeeded because you pissed me off, and that's what pranks do.
It's April Fool's tomorrow.
Yeah.
April Fools.
Enjoy.
All right, it is time for listeners on the loose, please. Thank God. Thank you. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. More of your calls, more of your texts. We'll do that at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Listeners on the loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show, 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call, that's the number to text. But remember, when you get through, Steve's got, he's, you know.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it, otherwise we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK, that's the number to call, that's the number to text. Let's go to Chrissy in Oak Harbor. Chrissy, you are on The Rock.
Okay, so first of all, BJ Shea!
Who cares?
So, Joey Dees is the best screen caller ever. He is so sweet, and I don't know how he doesn't have a lady. Anyways.
Are you single?
No, I'm not single. I'm being nice. He's a nice guy.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
all them ladies, all the single ladies.
Okay. Chrissy is partying like it's Friday. I
It's
love
fine
it.
that you're not single. I was just
It's
asking
Friday, Sunday, man.
because if you were single, I was going to invite you to emo night with
Danny,
Joe tomorrow.
how do you not? Chrissy, are you assuming Chrissy wouldn't be with somebody if she wanted to be? It's Chrissy. She have all the men she wants if she wants. That's how Chrissy rolls.
So my question for you guys is, anybody going to Julio Rodriguez bobblehead night tomorrow?
Oh, man.
Joe is actually. He was hoping that you would go with him.
He's got an extra ticket.
No way!
That is a lie. I am not going. Yeah, right before emo night, he's going to go to
I'll buy
Julio
you a
Rodriguez.
ticket. I'll buy you a ticket.
I'm going to tell you this right
Me
now,
and my lesbian
Chrissy.
friend are going.
We
You
are.
and who?
What?
I'm not sure why we're having a conversation with Chrissy. I don't think she can hear us. All right. Do you want to try again, or do you care, Steve? He's no. Okay.
That wasn't worth it.
All right.
It's like, sometimes you say something and someone's like, what? And then you say it again, they say what? And then you're like, by the third time, you're like, it was a completely, I was just saying how like that tiger painting is really cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to
Well,
keep asking the same.
I'm just saying, me and my homie will be down at Julio Rodriguez bobblehead night tomorrow.
Woo, there we go.
Is your homie
And
a girl or a
if
guy?
you want, I can half-ass wingman for you, Joey D's.
You're on. Okay, instead of having Danny, the loser wingman, you're saying have a better wingman. Chrissy, I like this plan. Thank you for this. Joey, forget emo night tomorrow night.
Yep, it's bobblehead night.
Bobblehead night down at the T-Mobile Park. Go for it.
And then at your place later on, it's bobblehead night.
Hey.
Whoa.
That's the pickup line you should use.
No, you're going to have your Julio Rodriguez bobblehead and your Jordan Eberle one that you got last night.
Exactly.
And you're going to just be hitting the tops of their heads for the whole night.
Yeah. Did you guys? By the way, you guys didn't see it. I think all of MLB did it though. But it was kind of cool when they had 4 people throw out the first pitch from different sports of your town.
I heard Marshawn was there.
Marshawn, Casey Keller, Jewel Lloyd from the Storm.
Okay.
And what's our other sport that I can't think of? What's
Sounders?
We had Casey.
Oh, okay.
We had Marshawn. Oh, and Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, who the hell's that guy?
Yeah, who's that guy? So and I happen to watch.
No Kraken players were there? What the hell? What are they doing?
I was very upset about that.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
Brandon Tanev can't be here tonight. He's throwing out the first pitch.
He's too busy.
And they probably would have had somebody there from the Kraken had they not been playing because and I think Major League Baseball gave everybody the idea because I watched the Red Sox game earlier and they also had 4 people come out and throw a first pitch and they were from all the sports of Boston. So I think what a cool idea is to just be like. How great would that be if all sporting events would have every other sporting somehow celebrate the beginning of their season?
I think the fans really appreciate that because if you're a Seattle sports fan and you're at the Mariners game, it's pretty awesome to see Casey Keller or Marshawn Lynch or whoever else it may be.
He was the king. I mean,
Marshawn's a legend, dude.
Dude, I have to tell you, the way Marshawn came on the field, and also Marshawn didn't reach the plate either. He bounced the pitch. It was classic.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah, everybody else did a good job at Marshawn.
He's a running back, not a quarterback.
Yeah, it's a good point. Hey. But everybody else came out like normal, looked cool and everything. But Marshawn is just bouncing on the field, just having a blast, and is so well received. One of the most beloved figures in Seattle sports history. Marshawn Lynch is becoming the guy you just love.
I would, if I was putting together this is an argument I think we've had before, but like a Mount Rushmore of Seattle sports stars.
Ooh, wow, that's tough.
I don't know if I'd put Marshawn on it, but there's a very good argument to put him on it.
I would put him on there because if you go larger than life, beloved, he is beloved.
If I was putting a Mount Rushmore sports personalities, you know what I mean? Like this, because he was like this kind of like had this vibe to him that was pretty awesome. And but like as far as just like a straight up sports star.
But I'm going to tell you right now, you got to give it to Marshawn. He won us a Super Bowl.
He was part of the team, that's for sure.
You got to put him on. He won us. Look, first of all, he gave us Beastquake.
He did. But that wasn't the season that they won a Super Bowl.
No, I know, but that was the beginning.
I feel like if we were saying who won us a Super Bowl, man, I would lean more towards someone on defense before anyone on offense.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the offense played great, don't get me wrong, but there was a lot of people, Yeah,
it's a tough one. I guess, when you think, you're right, there's a lot of great players. Oh, yeah. All right, I don't want to make this Mount Rushmore.
No, it's
a tough one.
It'd be a fun one to argue.
Of course, you got to put Ken Griffey on there. How do you not put
Ken Griffey, I feel like, he's like a shoo-in.
Yeah. You know, and then, you know, depending upon what your favorite sport is. I mean, like I don't follow the Storm, but obviously if you're a
Sue
Storm
Bird
fan, I know. How do you not put her on there? It's just
you have to.
But again, a guy like me would not put her on there because I don't really follow that. I don't follow that sport.
Right.
Same thing. Like I wouldn't put anybody from the Sounders on there because I don't really follow it a lot. But Danny would say, "What are you kidding me? The guys got who would you put on there from the Sounders, Danny?"
I mean, honestly, a great argument now is Jordan Morris, just because he's hometown boy and he's been doing so great for it.
But he's so young. I wouldn't even consider him right now.
No, I agree. The one that I always go to is in my mind is Clint Dempsey, just because he was just such a great player for us. But I don't know.
I don't know if I'm about soccer, but I don't feel like he was a star player like he was. Yeah, I feel like he joined this team towards the end of his career.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like he was good, but I don't think he was. Hell, he wasn't even playing. I think when they won the championship, I think he was either injured or something along those lines was going on when that first time they won a championship.
Ooh, yeah, I don't remember. It's a good point.
Yeah,
you make a good point.
I don't think there's. I mean, Casey Keller might be your best argument.
True. Well, they brought him out.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, and Casey Keller's a great dude and has, you know, I mean, yeah, he's always going to be beloved.
But I'm talking out of my rear end ski, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's true.
Sounder stuff.
Yeah, man, it's a tough.
I mean, Mark Giordano, of course, the first captain for the Seattle Kraken.
He is going to be the most. He is going to be so unforgettable. You know, even though I thought he would be like, we focused so much on him last year because he was like the captain.
Yeah.
But he is going to be the most unforgettable Kraken player I think ever.
He's a great tidbit of history for the Seattle Kraken. The man who was the captain for the team and didn't even play the entire first season.
Not at all. And seemed like he was happy to leave.
Gets the award, and then they immediately pull him from the game.
Yes. Yeah, like some special award, and they're like, all right, have fun in Toronto.
Yeah, peace. Let's go to Jordan and Wenatchee. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. Jordan, you're on the Rock.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hey, Jordan. Are you listening on the Odyssey app in Wenatchee right now?
Yeah, I am.
Thank you, buddy. AUDACY, Odyssey. All right, what you got for me, buddy?
So earlier you guys were talking about the dude who found the checkbook, the woman's checkbook in his car.
Oh, right.
The same thing happened to me.
Yeah, it was a woman's checkbook in the car, and we still don't believe. We think he's a cheater, even though he supposedly resolved it and found the person and whatever, and it was all misunderstanding. You said something similar happened to you?
Yeah, except it was a pair of women's panties.
Oh, wow, dude! How do you get out of that one? I mean, that's a tough one. Yeah,
my heart sunk.
So was it your wife or girlfriend that found them?
It was my wife that found them. She was looking for the charger cord, and I was like, "Well, those are yours, right?" And she said no, and I was like, "Well, throw them out the window."
So
a couple hours later, she found out they were hers. They were hers. She came out of the bathroom and she was like, "You know what? Those were mine." I was like, "Oh my, thank you, God."
Oh man!
I thought you actually were cheating.
You know what's crazy is you bringing up that story totally reminded me of a time that happened to me.
What?
With an ex-girlfriend.
You found his wife's panties?
I did. I got them back to her.
How did you get out of that one, Steve?
Well, I mailed them to her. That's how.
Okay,
Yeah, you can't do anything if you just mail it to them.
Yeah,
no, I remember one time I was like folding my laundry and my then girlfriend. I'll do the same one we were talking about earlier, but like she was just like, "Whose are these?" And it was a pair of panties, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, "I have no idea." And she's like, "Likely store, and understandable." Like all of a sudden, in my pile of clothes, there's a pair of panties that's for women, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And then come to realize I shared a washer and dryer with the entire apartment complex. They must have just been in the washer because I just pulled all that stuff out of the washer and the dryer.
I'm gonna remember that story,
dude. I gotta
go to laundromats now.
Yeah, you need to. You know what?
So I can cover my story, cover my tracks. Dude, of all the people that you have to have that happen to you, it's got to be Mrs. Suspicious,
right? And you're just
that's
like,
so horrible.
I'm like, and there's no way
you can't win. You win.
Even when you're like, I have no idea. You sound very guilty.
Wow.
But then it was like the only thing I could think of was it must have been something. But now, like, what am I going to do? Knock on everyone's door and be like, "Are these your panties?"
Did she ever believe you?
Yes,
she really did believe you. Because I mean, when you think about her behavior afterwards, do you wonder if she didn't really believe you?
Maybe it was like, "Oh, now I remember that one time." And all that. But I mean, that's. I imagine that happens.
I know you. Yeah. But I mean, I can't blame her at that point. Going, how do you not get? I mean, it's a lingering effect.
Right. And also, there was a naked girl in the bed as well that wasn't her. I mean, I was like,
that I think she has nothing to worry about.
I was like, dude, she says her apartment's getting clean. She needed a place to sleep.
And she's
nothing.
She's doing her laundry. What are you going to do?
But I wonder if that happens a lot to people. Like random clothes ends up in your
Well, if you're
your load of laundry,
as a younger person,
Yeah.
where you have to do, like you said, at a laundromat, probably a lot.
Well, it was the apartment complex had 2 washers and 2 dryers.
Oh, like the Big Bang Theory. Everybody goes down and does their clothes together.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
That would be so hard. I mean, see, again, nothing like that ever happens to me because there's nobody that ever suspects that anybody would want to cheat with me.
But I got to imagine that's happened to a lot of people. Where it might not be panties, but it might be like a pair. Like, whose socks are these? Why are they in my laundry?
Well, you know whose they are, don't you? Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with a missing sock? You have all
God.
I like that joke,
I didn't like that joke.
What are you talking about? Seinfeld's a classic.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, it is.
Apparently Gary Payton was also there throwing out the first pitch.
I didn't say Gary Payton? Oh, God, I'm an idiot. No. All right, yeah, it was Gary Payton. You're right. All right, there you go. Congratulations. Because they had, the kid, the glove, beast mode, and then Jewel Lloyd. We have to get Jewel a great nickname because everybody's got a nickname out there. We got to come up with something. Even though Jewel's a great name just in general. All right, it is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call for Listeners on the Loose. 206-803-ROCK. Whatever you want to talk about. More of your calls and texts at 9:35 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
Give dads and grads the gift of relaxation with Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Dads and Grads Season Ticket to Relax offers $30 off a massage or facial gift card or $70 off a massage and facial gift package. With 8 Seattle area locations, it's easy to find the one nearest you or explore exclusive online gift card sales. Let Hand and Stone help dads and grads restore, relax, and reset. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
You diet, you work out, and still there's that one stubborn spot. Hey, it's Jason. I just went after my stubborn fat by doing cool sculpting at Tureen Dermatology, Minnesota's top cool sculpting provider. Dr. Tureen is my dermatologist. We froze my fat, and those fat cells are gone for good. FDA approved. No pain, no downtime. Ranked top doctor 8 years in a row. Trust the experts at Tureen Dermatology. Call today, 651-633-6883, and say goodbye to stubborn fat.
Most of us have clothes that we've loved for years, maybe even decades. But it's harder than ever to find clothes that will stand the test of time. So before you update your closet this summer, take a look at American Giant. From hoodies and t-shirts to denim and more, they've got everything you need to build a wardrobe that you'll be proud of for summers to come. American Giant is made in the USA. That ensures that they can deliver items of exceptional quality. But it also creates jobs across the country. You're not just buying clothes that last. You're helping create a lasting change in the communities where they're made and a connection to the seamsters, cutters, and factory workers who make them. Discover the American Giant difference today. Shop wardrobe essentials that last a lifetime at American-Giant.com and get 20% off your order when you use code LT23 at checkout. That's 20% off at American-Giant.com. Promo code LT23.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's the Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. 206-803-ROCK. Juan in Puyallup, you are on The Rock.
Hey, morning, fellas. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Juan, how about yourself, buddy? What you got?
Hey, Danny, are you there, bud?
I'm here.
Hey, when are you going to Tucson?
When am I going to choose? I'm going on about a week and a half for Lily's birthday, actually.
I will be there next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dang.
Are you going to Lily's birthday, too?
So close.
Have you tried out the Sonoran dogs from Tucson?
What?
What was that?
If it Juan, maybe you can get a new phone in Tucson.
Hold on.
Okay.
Have you tried out the new Sonoran hot dogs in Tucson?
Sonora's hot dogs in Tucson. All right.
Oh, really?
I've never tried those.
Sonoran hot dogs. It sounds like it's a good hot dog with some sort of southwestern situation.
You said Senora's Hot Box. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
I also find that to be something I will try with the Sonoran hot dog. And that'll be all, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I don't understand why he cursed because I'm looking at pictures of it and it does look blanking awesome.
Oh, wow. It's a Sonoran hot dog. Can you tell us what's in it, Vic?
What is in it?
I'm seeing it looks like some sort of white cheese drizzle.
That's Sonoran sauce.
Oh, the sauce. There we go.
Yeah, it's a good old, I have no idea if that's what it's called.
It's effing awesome, apparently, according to Juan. Effing awesome.
Consists of a hot dog that is wrapped in bacon and grilled, served in a bolillo-style hot dog bun, which is just like a Mexican-style bun.
It's like an open-faced bun.
Mm-hmm. And topped with pinto beans, onions, tomatoes, and a variety of additional condiments, often including mayonnaise, mustard, and jalapeno salsa.
You know, I will say that thank you for calling Juan.
Juan, that's fantastic.
Yeah, just don't cuss next time. But I will say going to Tucson, there is so much good food down there that I haven't tried yet. Every single time I find a new restaurant.
I was only at Tucson one time in my life, and it was for a vegetarian Thanksgiving because, well, you know.
I don't believe they serve this at a vegetarian Thanksgiving.
I don't think so.
But I had no idea that Tucson was known for, like, awesome cuisine because that, right off the bat, I want that Sonoran hot dog.
Right, and they're so close to Mexico that at that point, I found taco trucks.
Damn!
I'm really excited.
I was so close all those years and never got to really, I went once, all the times I lived in Phoenix.
The funniest thing is, too, is that Lily knows all of the places now, and she's just like, Dad, we need to go here. And I'm like, let's go.
Let's
she needs
do
to
this.
start like her own little Instagram video, become an influencer.
She should.
And be like Lily's Tucson Eats.
Ooh.
Or something, I don't know. That's the first thought. I mean, we can flesh out the name.
Yeah, we'll probably get something else.
Yeah.
We'll figure
I also appreciate, I've been really getting into like the whole like drizzling some mayo on my meat. Well, obviously,
but what about what you eat?
Vegan meat. But I like using some mayo now.
Oh, yeah.
They got like a chicken pad, like one of those fake chicken sandwiches. A little squirt.
You like the little mayo, huh?
Yeah, dude. Have you been?
Mayo's only been on the planet for how many years? I know about the idea of putting mayo on my meat and my sandwiches.
Usually, my go-to like ketchup, barbecue sauce. I'm really focusing on.
So, are you a Hellman's guy? Best Foods? What do you got?
Whatever the vegan brand is, that's in a squirt bottle.
Well, I would poo-poo that, but there are some pretty good vegetarian mayos.
You know, I took a picture of it.
Yeah, there's some good ones out there. So I'm not gonna put you down for that because they have to like avocado based mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Is pretty damn good. I've had that.
It's Best Foods vegan dressing.
Best Foods makes a vegan mayo.
Yeah,
I literally typed in vegan mayo squirt bottle, and Best Foods is the first one that came out.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now,
dude. I squirt that crap on everything.
You cannot. Okay,
it's my go-to for all of my food.
You know what? I mean, right now that means vegan has made it. Because Best Foods is the legit company for mayonnaise.
Oh yeah,
and if they've said we're going to put money towards a vegan product, then
smart.
Best Foods has made it.
I mean, yeah.
How does it taste?
Really, dude, I put it on everything. I'll even have like just corn, and I'll just squirt it on my corn.
What do they got in there that ain't eggs? That's what I want to know. If it tastes like the same to you.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never bothered reading ingredients.
All right, I have to talk to my wife about getting the Best Foods vegan.
Same great taste, plant-based.
Oh, it rhymes. Oh, they must have went to our seminar. They know how to do stuff.
References a seminar that nobody knows.
Well, it's because I'm very angry at the seminar telling me things that I already know.
We're aware. If anyone was in our studio, every break, you talk about how much you hated the seminar.
See that? Well, I want the listeners to know how much I hate seminars sometimes from, when I have to be told stuff I know.
I got bad news for you, BJ.
What's going on? Another seminar?
No, it's not a seminar. Although maybe it's a seminar and getting something out in time for you to enjoy because, apparently a lot of people are texting in saying that Moto Pizza, which is now at T-Mobile Park, it's not going to be open until May. So
we're going next week. Well, come on, Moto Pizza.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't open up until May 1st, around sometime in May.
You know what it was? They heard us, BJ saying how bad he wanted it and how he was going to get it before us, and they decided not to.
Okay, can I ask a question?
For it. He needs to wait.
I need to ask somebody something right now.
What's the question?
It's not like you didn't have the entire off season to figure this out.
Maybe they're rolling things out in phases, man.
I'm not happy about this at all.
I could tell. That's why I had to share it with you.
What are you laughing for, Danny? You were going to have some too.
I already have my order in for June. I'm good.
That's June. That's not like the next week.
Was it June 14th? Is that our big day?
Yeah.
All right, I'm canceling my ticket. I'm not going.
That's fine.
There's other food there. You can go to get the emoji, the Chick Chick Boom. Go to the Chick Chick Boom.
But I know I might get a Crustable, even though that's like the affordable. And I guess I will tell you, all last night on Root Sports, they were talking about all the bars and all the stuff inside, outside. Like they have there's a bunch of new places all around T-Mobile where you can just have a blast.
Yeah, dude, that's really popping.
Yeah, so I have to tell you, man, that's.
And see, the Mariners don't beat the Red Sox until late August, early August, so they'll be good there by then when you want to go see the
You
Red
know
Sox
what? I
lose.
have a friend of mine coming to town who's a Red Sox fan, and I don't really want to go because I know that the Mariners are going to destroy the Red Sox. I really do, because I watched the tale of two teams yesterday. I watched the Red Sox in the morning, and then I watched the Mariners last night. And my God, the difference between both those clubs. The Mariners are so good. They look so good in so many ways. The Red Sox pitching is like the worst. It could be the worst pitching in baseball.
Good.
Oh my God. So believe me, I predict a sweep for the Mariners when the Sox come to town. Maybe I'd like to be wrong.
I hope you're right.
But I feel like, man, they are not a good team.
Man, I'm excited to watch the game tonight. Obviously, I caught a little bit of the game last night, but we weren't able. I was a little more focused on watching the Kraken do great, and that was awesome. But it'd be nice to be able to watch the Mariners play tonight.
You know what was really cool that I was thinking of you? Is I talk about how the shift makes a difference, and you are always talking about. I hope Jeremy Kelnick can really,
Jared Kelnick.
Yeah, him too. You know what? I got his last name right finally, and I was so happy with myself. And I screwed up his first name, but yeah, Jared. He had a seeing eye single, which was what we used to call it, and they used to call a seeing eye single baseball, where it would just split two players. Mm-hmm. You never saw it a whole lot anymore because of the shift, because they had so many people over that you never really would ever have that kind of hit. He had one of those last night, and I was like, wow, that would have been an out last year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I hope he does well this year, man.
Yeah. You don't have the dude that's playing on the outfield grass that still can throw you out at first. They don't get to do that anymore with the new rules. You don't have everybody over one side. And this little dribbler thing that just got through, between the first baseman and second baseman and did make it out to the outfield grass. And I was like, there was a dude there last year. There's a dude right there that could have thrown him out. Instead, he gets a base hit. And I'm like,
way to dribble, Jared.
Dribble it, Jared. Jeremy, Jimmy.
All the rules. I mean, still, I can't believe that game was just a hair over 2 hours. 2 hours and 14 minutes, I think, is what they timed it at.
So quick. It was so quick that
Can we not have that rule when there's a Kraken game? Because when they're back-to-back, the games ended almost at the exact same time.
Yeah.
It's wild because they do, if you see the Root Sports logo, if you ever watch a game on TV, they'll start showing a clock. They'll take out the R on the bottom of that little, where they show you the score, and then it'll start ticking. That is the pitch clock. And it will, okay. And they don't show it to you till maybe a lot of times till it starts at 10, even though it's a 15-second clock. By 8 seconds, the batter has to be ready, or they'll call a strike on the batter, and then by 0, the pitcher has to throw the pitch, or they'll call a ball for the batter.
Which worked out to our advantage because that's how Crawford got on base.
Which was, of course, one of the big runs scored on Ty's homer. Nice. Oh, it was a good night. Good night. Mariners looking good, buddy.
Mariners great. Kraken are making a good push.
Oh, yeah. Unless the sky falls, they'll be in the playoffs.
Dude, they're such a streaky team. You get nervous, and they're at home. They haven't been as good at home as they have been on the road. So to get that win, I felt like that win was very important last night. Obviously, it's one of many they need to have, but it was good to see, and the team played well.
Yeah, you're right. And Martin Jones was in the net.
Jones was and he made a huge save in that third period. Yeah. It was a very just desperation save that then they went down and scored on a killer goal. I think it was Sprong that had it, or it was empty netter. I can't remember one of the goals but it was such an important save at that moment.
I'm just a little worried, Steve, because I don't know who our goalie is.
Dude, whoever wins that last game. Honestly, I would just go if the final game. I think it's against Vegas. Whoever the goalie that is in between the pipes and gets the W, I say you go with that hot hand.
Yep.
Until you give it a reason not to.
Yeah,
because neither one, in my opinion, has earned to be the starter in the playoffs.
Wow. Yeah. That's tough.
But there's still about 8 games or something like that left. I mean, one of them hopefully will still stand up and be the guy.
Let's hope. Yeah, let's hope they just get into the playoffs and somebody becomes unstoppable. Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that happens. You hear about that. Some guys just, they become a different guy when it goes from regular to playoffs.
And then Burakovsky figures out some kind of like weird, like Russell Wilson voodoo to be able to get healthy again. So he can play.
I hope this is all the long game and he'll be there for the playoffs, but man, it doesn't look like it.
No, because he's not really practicing with the team, and that's usually like that's step one.
That sucks.
So I mean, fingers are crossed, but because that guy's he'd be a massive help. That's okay. Go Kraken.
Go Kraken. That's okay.
Bui's healthy. That's all that matters.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
A well-known rock star says that he is going to destroy his bandmates if they don't apologize to him. Whoa, this is drama. Who is this? Oh, I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Oh, this is ugly. I mean, here we are. KISS is having their end-of-the-road world tour. And Paul Stanley has caused a little drama with people that aren't in KISS anymore.
Uh-oh. Well, I got to imagine it's one of two people.
Yeah.
It's either Ace or Peter.
Yeah, and now, look, I've had my problems with Peter, but I'm glad I didn't piss off Ace.
Uh-oh.
It seems like Ace is really hardcore, because he was asked why they didn't, Paul Stanley says, why didn't they play with the band for their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction?
Right.
And Paul said that if Ace and Peter Criss played, it would have sounded more like piss. I guess that rhymes with Chris, doesn't it?
Or kiss.
Yeah, that's it.
Piss.
You
wanted the worst, you got the worst.
Ace Frehley, I mean, understandably was not happy when he heard that, and he's giving Paul 1 week to issue a public apology, and if he doesn't, Ace is going to ruin both Paul and Gene Simmons.
Ace, well, Paul had this to say.
You want to know where the beef is? It's right here.
He says he has 120 pages of dirt on those guys.
Okay, he's been waiting for this moment.
Yes, he has. I think you better issue the apology. Ryan Castle, he's just got a 12-pack. That's all he's got.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
T-Mobile's network can help keep you connected to all your favorite podcasts when you're out and about. Whether you're an early bird looking to dive into a daily news podcast or a night owl who wants to catch up on the latest reality TV drama, T-Mobile will keep you connected on their strong and reliable network. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anyone. So if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's SEEWHY.
Know a high schooler who's a natural leader? They may be the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's next Student Visionary of the Year. Candidates in our program gain valuable life skills like leadership, project management, and communication, all while supporting blood cancer research and care. Help your student boost that college application and stand boldly against blood cancer. Learn more or nominate a student at lls.org/student visionaries. That's lls.org/student visionaries.
If you need rehab after surgery, help at home, or if you need a place to enjoy the best years of your life after 60, Carriage is here for you. Carriage is a family-owned healthcare and senior living company that puts people first. Let us provide you with short-term, post-acute rehabilitation at one of our skilled nursing facilities in Bellevue and Renton. Expert in-home care and support to clients throughout Washington. Or enjoy a vibrant retirement in elegant, amenity-rich surroundings in Washington and California. Learn more at carriage.com.
This episode is brought to you by Southern Company. Southern Company is making energy clean, smart, and sustainable for their 9 million customers across the country. Southern Company, building the future of energy. Learn more at southerncompany.com/future.